Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I'm so pumped right now. I'm on the wrong screen over here. I gotta fix this real quick. Let's go right here. Yes, that's it. That's Night Shift. Oh shit. I am CMoney. And I am joined by would-be joined. She's there, but she's not there. Like she'll be here. But Doodle, I'll introduce her when she gets here. But guys, what up? You know what? I'm a little amped right now. It may be the drink as well. Not like the drink, like the editor. I got some energy coming through me. All right, listen. It's a big day. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Before we do that, you know who we have in the building. It's motherfucking Mr. PSP himself, the Pony Slaying Papa. We got our homie, motherfucking Demo Flow Gaming in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Appreciate you. Woo woo. Let me hit you with a 2-piece. Pop, pop.
Plop, plop, plop. Let's go, guys, man. Happy to be here. I'm back. I know I didn't come over here last weekend because I wasn't feeling right. My voice went away. I don't know what happened. So beginning of a cold. It didn't escalate. So that's a good thing. I didn't get fever or nothing. It was just like I lost my voice. And that way my ability to create content. So it blows. But I'm back at it again. I had to be grateful that it was nothing major. And we're back in here talking games, man. It's gonna be a fun show. Woo! We got a lot of things to talk about. Shout out to Doodle. She's walked in.
What's up?
What's going on?
How are you, bro? How's the baby? Did he get sick too?
No, baby.
Okay,
well,
good.
Baby's been sick. He was sick a couple of weeks ago, so I think he gave it to me. You know how it is. You know, you can't taking care of them. They cough on you, they sneeze on you, and you end up getting it as well. So I think it was the baby giving it back to me. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
it was nothing bad.
I mean, listen, we can handle it. It's them when they get sick. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if the baby got sick. Because that will suck.
Yeah, I don't care about me no more, bro. You know how it is. You guys have like 6 of them. So you guys got 6 because y'all got one in the way, right? Right, dude. Well, congratulations. I just want to break the news. Doodle got one more coming. Let's go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are we drunk?
Well, put the bottle down, son.
What?
Wait, hold up. We're live?
Yes, we are. Hey. Congratulations.
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Shower?
What's up, you guys?
I told you. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just let myself doing.
Nah, I'm messing with y'all. I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all.
It's a big fucking night, bro. What are you doing?
It's the night shift. It's the night shift. Well, wake up, y'all. Wake up.
Yo, this is how we do. All right, before I get to the other homie, let me introduce my lady. So I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Friday indeed.
Friday for some of us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because there's a whole
subsection.
It might be Monday for some people.
Who are devastated right now. You got dudes rocking in a corner, staring into the abyss,
screaming,
looking
crying.
at their Twitter, writing something, deleting, writing something, deleting. What can I say? What can I say in this moment? Oh my God, guys, fucking A. I know people who may not know,
out, you guys.
People who may not know are listening to us babbling like crazy people, like what's going on. But before we tell you, you know who he is, man. We got our homie with us. That's right. It's the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, and the pony bot tin maker.
Pow!
It's our boy, Huggy Shadi. Welcome, man.
Oh yeah, and Jim is laughing at all those ponies out there. Oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Man.
Oh, I can't wait to get into this fun.
What a Friday.
Yo.
What a Friday night.
Yo,
nice
all
little
these
weekend present.
Wow. Wow.
I just so good.
It's so hilarious because this is the thing. We know, right? Like we knew for the longest of time.
We've been warning them.
We've been trying to tell these dudes, stop coming into our comments saying that it's not happening. Stop going on Twitter saying that people are coping. Nah, fam. Y'all were coping. Why?
Stop saying
Because
Xbox is dead.
as much as on Xbox, like, you know, Phil said, we're starting with 4 and blah, 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 right? And you guys like to hinge on that stuff, right? It's like to really clasp onto it and act
They
like there
think
was
they're
some big
twisting
thing.
a knife.
The fact is that the Sony CEO came out and told y'all January 23rd, 2024 that their games were going to be everywhere that you can compute. This has been planned for a long time. Hiroki came out, told y'all again. And now we have official documentation that the plan is full effect. Hashtag whole slate is now in motion. Guys, it's so hilarious to me. It's so hilarious to me. I mean, this is honestly this is good, right? This is a great thing for the industry because these games, like Sony was going to go away. PlayStation was going to go away as a studio output device. It was strictly going to be a box if they kept down this road. You see Sony, they're throwing dollars. They broke, like, compared to Microsoft, but they still got money, and they're taking that money and they're spending it everywhere other than gaming. They've been investing
Cars,
in anime,
life,
love, live, whatever the hell they said in that kanto,
Kakawaku,
whatever. Peace and love.
Karakawa?
Kanto, Kanseong.
Karakawa?
It's
No,
Katakana.
no. They had that word. Remember that word for their showcase?
Kudo.
Kempo.
Kondo.
Kondo.
I was close.
Emotion.
You know.
They invest in everything outside of gaming. You know what's the one investment they're making in gaming right now? The one investment.
This one.
Tell them, baby.
Is this one? I'm not gonna tell you yet because we gotta get to the topic. But is this investment that dude right there making this investment? And yes, my friends, if you've been rocking out here dealing with the ponies constantly coming at you, Xbox has died. Every game going everywhere. PlayStation would never.
Oh, you fucked around and found out.
This one hurts.
Betrayal.
This is that shit that's stuck. It will not come out now, bro. It's done. This is permanent constipation. This is what ponies living like forever right now. Oh, why? Oh, why?
Oh
no! They are not gonna be happy. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
This is Ohio.
Yo, we didn't even start. Okay, we didn't even start. We gotta do our thing still. All right, I know we're running. We still gotta
Let's
we gotta shout out our homies.
Hiroki,
right? So
no longer too brokey.
No longer too brokey. Now he about to make some money. Yo, shout out to everybody live in the building with us. Y'all know where to be. We're about to roast some ponies, bro. This is the only place that you want to be right now. So shout out to the homies live in the building. We appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to everybody who supports us over on Patreon, over on our YouTube memberships. You guys are the shit. And then, of course, you know, we need to go ahead and shout out all of our supporters that are elite members. That's right. It's our boy, Big Boy Mike, Dark and Queen Witch, and then we have our inner circle members. We got the homie Big Mix Gaming and Pragmatic Eagle.
Yes.
Now, you know how we do here, right? This is our thing.
Tell them.
Right?
Get it.
Yeah, right now. You guys live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. So we thank y'all for being here. Of course, I think we all know by now that although you guys are the shit, you're not all equally the shit. That's right. There are 3 of you who have risen above the rest to become the specials
Yes.
of the evening. And one in particular will be the best spot of the night.
Let's go.
And those, my friends, are the 3 people who made it first in this building. The first 3 people who said, oh shit, On Point went live. I'm walking into this bitch.
Oh,
That is the fact of what happened. So we need to shout out our homies. And the real question is, who were the first 3 people in the building? And
tell us.
I got to tell you.
I got to know.
This is wild. It's been a while. I don't know if he's ever been number 1.
Oh.
But I'm not talking about him yet. We're going to number 3. Number 3, shout out to our motherfucking homie.
Yes.
Erican in the building. I don't know if he's been in the top 3 before. Has he been?
I don't think
Fact
so.
check.
Maybe once before, but I don't not enough to remember. This feels like a first. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out to Eric.
Top 3.
Number 3 to build it. You made it. You're one of the specials. But who's number 2?
Oh.
Yo, shout out to the motherfucking homie. I think this is another first for the top 3.
Let's go.
It's our boy, a Togi Gamer in the building.
Togi, what's good?
Shout out to him. Thank you for being here, my brother. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.
But who's number 1?
Oh, the best
Who is the best bot of the night?
Who is it, baby?
Yo, the motherfucking elite member.
Oh.
The boy, Dark and Jelly.
Let's
Look
go.
at that smile.
Let's
Look at the
go.
smile in his picture.
Love it.
He
I
saw
love
the
it.
news and changed his profile picture.
Love the hair
Listen,
too. Looks good. Let's go.
Dark Angelic is normally a happy person in regular life. But when you look at his profile pictures, he's on business.
It's got a certain je ne sais quoi for tonight.
But he read that news. He saw this thumbnail. He read the title. He said, I need to change this picture. The ponies need to see what I feel right now. Bam! Look at that smile. Woo. He is not fucking around. Dark Angelic, shout out to you, my brother. Best spot of the night.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, my dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see who else we got in the building. We got our boy Mac22, TH54.
Tell him
number
Mac.
2 in the building. Hashtag whole slate. I added the hashtag, but he said whole slate, baby. Whole slate indeed. And this is not even jokes. This is the crazy shit. It's just legitimately what it is.
Line them up, baby. Line them up.
Oh my God. Bro, wild. Shout out to Mac.
Crazy.
You know what? Let me take a second, because if I don't, I'm gonna fuck around and not do this. So
not through. Okay.
Dark.
Pace yourself, baby. Pace yourself.
Then,
now, Hargi, put in the work already.
Gamer.
I see. Are those Xbox games, Hargi?
They are now. They are now. Oh shit.
That's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Say bye-bye to your exclusives, guys.
Oh my God, I need my exclusive to own a PlayStation. Helldivers is going, so I'm leaving. I wonder how many people are gonna break down their whole souls after reading the news. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's not about that, Simone. It's about how many people are gonna accept it. That's the reality,
bro. Everybody said, I'm waiting. Porter Rock said, I remember. If PlayStation started doing this, he's leaving for Nintendo. That's what he said. He said, I'm going to Nintendo. He said that. If PlayStation gave up,
gave
up their exclusives.
Get to packing. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? I think somebody's making a trip. Hope you got that Switch 2 on deck. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. We got motherfucking Dan Lazaro in the building.
Yo.
Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Member for 13 months. Appreciate you, my brother.
Much.
Says, in the immortal words of the Joker, you get what you fucking deserve.
Woo! Yes.
I mean, is there any other way, right? I don't know. I don't think so. We got the homie Faded Blaze in the building. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Hargeet Pony Salt Overload at max capacity.
Yes.
He's being unleashed tonight. This is the way. Oh my God.
Get him, Hargeet. Get him.
Yo, shout out to motherfucking Jonas the Dad.
Yo, let's go.
First of all, last night was wild. We had Jonas and Dad and some others competing to make the
Oh
top
my gosh,
spot on the
that was
banner. Shout out to
Amazingly
you guys.
hilarious.
Listen, we do appreciate Jonas and Dad. He went ahead and gifted 10 on point for gamer memberships, man. Taking advantage of our new $1 tier for gifted subs. We appreciate you, fam. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat.
Yes.
Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all.
Now I do have a question, guys.
And shout out to Jonas. You the man. Let me update
Thank
the
you, Jonas. And guys, welcome.
Go ahead. Ask the question.
I have a question because a lot of people sold their Xbox because PlayStation was the spot with the exclusives. And my heart just aches. I'm just, feeling the pain. That was just months ago.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to sell.
Like, did they
sell the PlayStation now that they will have exclusive? It's so funny because they're so tied to it, right? Like, listen, when we saw what was happening, listen, at the end of the day, we got our games, we got Game Pass, we happy as shit. But what do they have? They had one time a year where they could celebrate and say, "Hey, we got our exclusive game. We got one, yes." And now that one game is going wherever the fuck they want it to go. That is hilarious.
That's wild.
Now, the funny thing is, we actually have more exclusives on Xbox. Well, console exclusives with Avowed, it's South of Midnight, and Keeper. And I don't know that Grounded 2 is announced for anything but Xbox as well.
No, it's not. It's not yet because of it's an early access
preview, right?
PlayStation doesn't have.
So we actually do have
the games barely work when they're fully formed. So we know you ain't gonna help. Go ahead. Sorry,
So I was just saying, we actually do have more console exclusives this year than PlayStation has console exclusives. I'm just saying, it's just the way it is.
It's a beautiful thing. Got the homie Dark Angelic in the building. That $2 super chat says, "I changed my pick when Doc said phonies." Nice. Oh, sweet. We got Game Shark in the building with that $2 super chat, man. Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
Twinkle.
Says Tim Dog switching to Soldier Boy.
To the consolable console. That's wild.
He gets us, all of us. Oh my God.
That's wild.
Yo, but Tim Dog's gonna have to face a reckoning with himself, right? Because now he's really gonna be a lost boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that PlayStation would never do this, and now they're doing it. So you can't be mad at Xbox for doing it and then be okay with PlayStation.
Of course not. I mean, that will be a double standard, right?
Have to, look within himself and
I
find
have
his truth.
Listen, we got to go to G Maybe real quick.
G Maybe in the building.
Maybe, because he's got a question. He's got a question for you guys.
Ozzy, Hogan, and now PlayStation. Oh shit! Oh my God.
Or maybe PlayStation exclusivity.
Oh my God.
What is going on? This pain in the building. I see you. What's good? Queen Witch. What's up, baby?
What's good, Queen Witch? Thank you for being here, homie.
Thank you.
We got Six Slayer in the building.
Six Slayer, what's up?
Appreciate you. My brother says it begins. Oh, does it begin? Does it begin indeed?
Woo.
Guys. Man, when you're right about something for so long and all you hear are these losers just crying about it and saying, "No, it's not CMoney, you're a liar, you're me, man, you're so liar." And then to see it just happen in front of them, it's just like, out
of nowhere too. Right. You know what's funny? Hiroki was like, let's make sure this goes out there right before On Point.
Yeah. I know Hiroki's a fan.
Hiroki's a fan.
Hiroki's a fan. He'd be like, "Yeah, fuck those ponies." You know what I'm saying?
Get them.
Fuck those ponies. They don't buy shit. Fuck those ponies, yo. Oh my God. Ooh. All right. I see the homie Music 72 in the building. What's up, man?
Yo,
I see the Butster was good, homie.
what's up?
Cage of Vampiro Borracho in the building.
Ooh.
See, he started early today. He didn't quite make it. You know,
Yeah.
Becca
Thank
in the
you.
building.
Thank
What's good,
you.
fam? Thank you for being here. User for games. What's going on? Coach with the Canuck.
Coach.
What is going on, man? Appreciate you for being here, yo. Oh, Devil's Island. What's up, man? Do you kid out the bro boy insider? What is going on, bro? Oh man, E-Rex, whole slate, baby. E-Rex knows what's
The
up.
whole thing.
Razor Ultron, what is up, man? What is up? Thank you for being here. All right. Listen. We were supposed to start. I see a lot of people. Abacab, all the homies. Appreciate y'all. You guys are shit.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
for being here. Alfred is One Punch Jedi. Thank you guys for watching Sirius, Poly Baba. Roy, you are a boy. Roy, you are in the building. Was on.
Yo,
Thank you for rocking out with us, Tarnish Gamer. I kind of want to
dive in.
get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
There's only so much build up you can survive before you explode, right? Be nice in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says PlayStation
nice.
said no one puts baby in the corner. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Yo, it's the truth though.
Oh,
All right. So, where am I? Let's get it. Let me press the button over here.
who would have thought?
Who would have thought that this was the way?
What's the date?
Friday.
What's the date?
Hey,
Because
it's
listen,
25, baby.
the
25,
25th,
25, 7,
July
25,
yep.
25.
I'm just saying, Hiroki made this clear before, but not like this.
Not like this.
Like this.
Mm-mm. Hold on, let me grab this. It's so funny because there was like part of the news is like, oh, there's rumors that more Xbox games are coming to PlayStation. Interesting.
We got news too.
Okay, let me put this in here. Gotta share this. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. There it goes. It's ready to go there. I do see we got the motherfucking homie Freddie Fox in the building with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Says, I just got done seasoning that crow for Tim Dog. Oh shit. He's gonna have to eat that crow. Damn, Freddie. At least you seasoned it. You know what I'm saying?
That was nice of you.
That was
nice. Really
That's
nice.
real nice.
See,
All right.
the Xbox community has a heart of gold.
Yeah, we're kind.
Yeah.
We are kind.
They not
Shit.
like us.
Kind.
We just don't like our food with no seasoning. That's the reason.
That's true.
We're gonna season that shit.
Yeah,
We're gonna put some flavor onto everything, bro. That's what we're gonna
That's
do.
right.
Poliadobo.
Gotta put sazon. Some sazon
Sazon.
flavor. You know what I'm saying? All right. Time. Here. Okay. All right. Chapter 1. Woo! Okay, guys. This is it. This is the moment. Hazardor Gaming has posted.
Did you hear screams
online?
as you?
I did. As soon as I
put
clicked that
up,
button.
Yep. I feel like I heard a lot of screams.
Yeah.
Just echoing. Get it?
So, Hazardor Gaming posted this here on Twitter. He says, according to job listing Sony, to expand PlayStation Studios titles across Steam, Epic, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. Reporting to the Vice President Commercial Management as Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management. Now, you may say to yourself, fuck, who the fuck is Hazardor? You know what I'm saying? He's just some dude saying some shit. What sources? Maybe he just asked, like Detective Seeds. You know what I'm saying? No. He has something a little bit more not imaginary or completely made up and fabricated and useless and pointless to everyone in the world.
Are you saying he doesn't speak to unicorns?
He doesn't speak to unicorns through their asshole. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he is citing. That is correct. PlayStation has a new position opening up. Senior Director multi-platform and account management. Okay, now it says why is PlayStation? Sure, great, love it, beautiful. Okay, but this is the role. Okay, overview, reporting to the vice president commercial management as senior director at most of multi-platform and account management. You will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios software titles across all. I remember when the Hiroki and the other dude said it, and they were like, wait, they didn't say specifically. They were like, motherfucker, everything across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. Okay, ponies, listen, before you come
we're gonna
talking like you'd have a learning disability.
we're gonna break
Okay?
it down for you.
All digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Xbox.
Say it again, baby.
Xbox,
Get it.
Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability. Oh shit, they started wanting to make some money.
They want to make money.
It's almost
They're
like we've been saying that they haven't been making money.
They're sick of dealing with these broke bitches. They're like, let's go. Pack up, let's go.
Yo,
we need some profit in the building. Man.
All right. Woo. Ensuring cross-functional alignment and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management. Key responsibilities. Oversee the out-of-year mid-range commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio titles across all non-PlayStation platforms, driving long-term revenue growth and audience reach. Cross-functional planning. Lead the commercial contribution to PlayStation Studios mid to long-range planning, ensuring SIE leadership is informed with data-driven insights and strategic perspectives. Studio partnership and influence. Act as the primary commercial liaison and escalation point for heads of production and studio leads, securing alignment and buy-in on the go-to market strategies and publishing policies. Go-to market execution. Partner with marketing, product, and global publishing teams to develop and execute cohesive launch. Hold on. Hey, I'm a pony right now, and they're not gonna release these games at the same time. They're never gonna. Never.
Get your dictionary.
Global publishing teams to develop and execute cohesive launch plans and lifecycle strategies for multi-platform games or titles. Commercial account management. Lead platform relationships across PC and console ecosystems. Steam, Epic, Xbox, Nintendo. Ensuring strong collaboration, promotional effectiveness, and performance optimization. And this is the real shit. Team leadership. Direct and develop a team of senior managers across multi-platform strategy, account management, platform sales, and planning. Direct reports include director, multi-platform strategy, and account management. Senior manager, platform sales, Xbox and PC. They're not even fucking putting Nintendo in this conversation.
No.
They're like, yo, we're coming to Xbox. Xbox.
Did you get the Xbox?
Xbox.
Xbox.
The ponies are dying right now. They dying.
Who are we making our games for?
Xbox. My it'll never happen. Yo, wait till Japan hate Xbox writes his letter to Sony. I can't believe that you would ever do that to us.
If he was upset about Square Enix, wait till he hears this shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Senior platform sales, Xbox and PC. Manager platform planning and performance, PC and Xbox. They have Xbox and PC.
They want to make
PC
it
and
look
Xbox.
different, baby. Make it look different. They're trying to keep these ponies
Oh
sharp.
my god. Okay. And then it goes into all the other shit that they got to do.
Man.
A bonus is if you're a gamer and in-depth industry knowledge across platforms and genres. Oh, willing to travel, corporate headquarters, studio visits. This is beautiful. Okay. Oh shit, 246 to 369. All right,
Guys,
motherfuckers,
get your resumes
Give me
ready. Chat.
here. Okay.
Let's go.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Go ahead, chat.
That'd be a nice extra bonus to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. All right,
I want to apply to this job now. I want to work for PlayStation.
That was I sent me the link.
I feel like let's fucking go.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it. I mean, we
Oh my
I think we got this.
I mean, I feel like we're more qualified.
I mean, at this point, they're more concerned with putting games on Xbox, so they probably want an Xbox gamer to take the job.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Hiroki, we got you.
Yo,
You know?
we got a whole.
I guess Hiroki's not too brokey.
No, he
That's
ain't
a
brokey no
nice
more.
check.
He ain't broken no more. Six Slayer in the building with that $5 super chat says,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
how this happens on a Friday.
On a Friday.
Clearly naming platforms directly
Ooh.
gives it time to burn and time to make up lame excuses. Not that it'll matter. Oh, there's no excuses. There's no. I might just take that and
Booms
post
right
it,
before
put it
this,
on my
like
Twitter
5 minutes.
page.
Oh my God, they'll die.
What'd you say, Hargy?
I jumped onto Booms for like 5 minutes before this, and that was my first thing. Was like, is this good or bad news? Because it's coming out on a Friday, right? And so they must have thought this was bad news.
Well, no, they know it's bad news for ponies, right? This is a job. This is for a job, right? So this is the best time for them to post this, right? Because people are going into their weekend. They're gonna have time to be like, well, I'm sick of this job. Let me go help them bring games to Xbox.
Well, people are out there on
Oh my
social
God.
media looking at things, and it's the perfect time to go ahead and recruit,
Bro,
right?
Bro,
Man, what a day.
bro. Guys,
What an end to the day. I mean, this is like at the end of the day.
It's amazing.
And I thought I was gonna have a great weekend.
bro, this is literally the greatest way a Friday can happen right now for our show.
Seriously.
I'm telling you,
So
Hiroki's a fan. He watches for sure.
As this is
Yeah.
happening, I sold that stupid anniversary edition PlayStation set as
Did
well.
you?
Oh,
Finally,
How much?
You sold it?
just for $3,000.
Hey,
Which-
$3,000 is
Whoa,
still
that's
$3,000,
pretty
bro.
fucking
No.
good.
that's a W, Hargy.
It's
You
a
gotta
W, I guess.
go.
Ponies out here
Hargy.
like, well, let me
Hargy.
get the last consoles
Yo.
that's gonna be coming out for PlayStation because they're
Right.
making an Xbox next gen. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cut out the middleman.
Hargy,
Yo.
did you ship your PlayStation, the one that you sold already? Did
You should
ship
put
it?
a note in there and say, "Hope you enjoy it, Pony." You know what I'm saying? Just-
No, just do
I'm
like a
not
no
gonna do that,
return.
but no, I haven't shipped it yet. I'm shipping it tomorrow morning.
Oh,
I literally just sold it like as this announcement was coming.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
I hope whoever bought it. That's
No
not serious.
returns.
No returns.
They already got charged, so whatever.
I'm gonna have to start making all my thumbnails. PlayStation is dead. Big on the corner. PlayStation is dead, and put my face like this.
Oh, no.
Everyone,
Who saw it
Everyone.
coming?
everyone, yo.
Well, I mean,
Oh my god! All right.
all
Let's
right.
focus.
Whatever.
Let's focus a little bit. All right. So we have the direct information. This is just the facts of what's happening. They're not giving this dude 20 grand a year saying, hey, can you see if you can figure this out? They're like, nah, dog. We're actually gonna make some money, so we're gonna pay you some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, babe, first thing you thought, because I know you didn't know what was going on. When you came down, I showed you the thumbnail, and you were like, you had your reaction. So what do you feel when you first saw this, or when you first heard about this? I want people to get an idea. What is it when you first saw this? What does it mean, and what do you think this means for the ponies? What does it mean for PlayStation gaming? All that fun stuff. What do you?
Yo, okay. So first of all, CMoney's like, come read this real quick. Yo, I freaking
First, I was like,
died.
Babe! Babe!
That shit was crazy. But holy crap, what a fucking night for the ponies. Hiroki out here hammering them down as he should be. These motherfuckers are not showing up for shit. This is what we knew was coming. Hiroki has already said this. This is not news to us, but somehow this is going to be news to the gallopers. They needed this spelled out. And listen, I think it's the right move for PlayStation. The fact that they are like, we need to speed up the process. We're willing to pay, come in, do the work, get this done ASAP. Like, they are sitting on business. And honestly, as much as the gallopers are going to feel this pain, this is the best thing that can happen to PlayStation. And it's not just, this is not a move to, that it's necessary just to thrive in the gaming industry. At the moment, that's just the route to take. When it comes to the ponies, I don't know if they're going to go ahead and betray their brand and say, well, let me go ahead and now I can just get whatever I want. Maybe this is freedom to them, right? They felt this need to feel this type of loyalty for a box. And hopefully that starts to wear down. Some of them claim they were going to Nintendo. Let's see if that's true. The meltdowns are going to be nonstop. We'll see what happens to some of these PlayStation podcasts. We'll see what takes place. I know that some of them were packing up before this broke out. So let's see what happens moving forward. I can't even imagine how they're going to twist this one. But Hiroki's sitting on business. He's ready to go ahead and make the changes. It took them long enough. The question is, how fast is this going to go ahead and take place? Ghost of Yote is right around the corner. Marathon is a disaster. Who knows what the heck is going on with Wolverine? Are they just focusing on games moving forward? Are they going to, while they're working on new stuff, try to take a look back and see what they can bring over? Like, how much of a movement are they planning to make? This right here is unapologetic. There's no way, and this is why I'm excited to see how they're going to go ahead and move this around. There's no way to twist this. It's clear as day what they're planning to do. So anyone out there who's still in denial, I pray for you. Not really, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, listen, this is going to be the time to watch, right? Like, how long of an essay is Nib going to write on this to try to make people believe that this is somehow not the same as when Xbox did it, except PlayStation.
This is worse.
It is because it's literally showing, and we've said this shit a million times, right? And I think these people don't want to understand it, or they do understand it, but they want to pretend like it's not real. When Xbox does something, it's a money move. Mm-hmm. Okay. Xbox has the foresight to know what's coming, and they make adjustments, just like when the Xbox One generation was coming, and they had the foresight to see what it should have been, but the backlash was crazy because people weren't ready for it and they buckled. That Xbox is gone. This Xbox is not changing their bullshit. So Microsoft has the foresight of knowing what's coming. They see that the industry is shifting. They see the numbers. More people are not coming in. I saw a clip of Reforge being pissed about Matt Piscatella. We were just talking about him.
We did last night. Yes. Okay.
So he's pissed about Matt Piscatella because he's saying we know for a fact that is not true. And he said that how can we say that when we know for a fact that like 30% of the people who bought a PlayStation are new to PlayStation? Okay, so again, you know, these people who think they're really smart and they think they're really clever come out and say a bunch of shit only to say something that completely slaps themselves in the face. because if you're saying that out of the 77 million people, that 30% of them were not PlayStation people, then you're even in a worse situation, because that means there's even more PlayStation 4 people who said, fuck what you heard, we don't want to go to you.
Yeah.
So PlayStation 5 is already behind PlayStation 4, and now less people even want to go over there, right? So the fact of the matter is like they're fucked.
I get what you're saying. The new people that came in are not even that, because they were impressed with the generation and they want what's new from PlayStation. You're claiming that these are new people that just either, again, word of mouth with friends that have a freaking PlayStation or whatever it is. But I mean, it moved the needle less than we thought if we're talking about new players coming in. Where this is the reality is that those 77 million boxes out there never meant anything, and now it means even less. I just don't understand how they would hang on to that narrative. It is done, it's shut down, it is over. They are not enough. That's just it. That's the bottom line. But yeah, listen, they love twisting the narrative. I'm excited to hear how they're going to go ahead and handle this. I actually, you know, it would be nice if they were live and there was a meltdown right here and there to freaking laugh about, because again, there's no denying, there's no covering this up. Now, that aside, again, this is the right move for them to make. This is the direction that they should be taking. This is a lot worse than whatever happened with Xbox. I think they came out, they said 4 games to go ahead and test out. This is not a 4-game situation. This is a movement. This is a shift that they're doing, period. So you don't know where it's going to go. At least they had the decency to come out here and tell us what games and how this is going to play out. But they're not even... They're just hiring people.
No, I mean,
to go
look,
and handle this
what they're
situation.
saying, what they're coming out and saying is, yo, all of you people, this is crazy, because I think, didn't I just say, this is their Mark Cerny moment.
Yep.
This is the flopflation moment, right? They're coming out saying, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
We're going to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do it too, because we like money. And we're not getting the money, right? We want the money. Again, what I was saying is that when Microsoft went ahead and made these moves is because they saw what was coming. PlayStation is going ahead and they have to make these moves because their financials ain't right for gaming the way they want. The profits, not what they fucking sold. The profit is not what they want, right? They came out here and told us that much. So if you're coming out here as a pony trying to debate me about profit, no. Go talk to Hiroki, who told you that they don't know how to do business. They don't know how to make money. They know how to make a game, but they don't know how to make money.
And that's the problem with all of these, you know, dumbasses that come out here thinking that they're know-it-alls and that they know better than the people that are actually running the business, right? And that's where this comes in. Yeah, they're doing what they need to do to go ahead and stick around. Hopefully. Now, do you think? I mean, we'll see. We'll get deeper into it.
Yeah, for sure. And I do want to get everybody's kind of bars on this too. But let's get our homie
Mac.
Mac 22.
What's up, baby?
5-4 in the building with that $5 which I appreciate your fam. Thank you, brother, for being here. Says having affordable Game Pass, smart watching the Red Dragon Reforge and DCG hashtag crash out. Priceless. I mean, honestly, look, we've said it here forever. And it's funny because you see these people on Twitter and shit, like they're so clueless, like they know nothing about us or what we think. They just run with the motions that they see out there. But we said it all the time, like this is not necessarily like, I'm annoyed with PlayStation for sure because they took my money and they haven't delivered anything. But I'm always down it's just funny for me that these ponies, they have this big thought that they're in this position that is so high and mighty, and then look at how they fall, right? So we go out there and put the truth out there, and they get so upset and they get so butthurt. So my my joy right now from this moment going forward is to see how far they fall. You know what I'm saying?
To watch it all burn.
I want to see them. I want to see it all burn down.
Rocky just grabbed a match and tossed it in.
I'm serious. Somebody, I know you guys in here have the clipping ability like ninjas, right? I want you guys to be like, clip that, okay? Because I want to take that, send it to me. I'm gonna put it on the next thumb. I'm gonna cut this segment out. I'm gonna put it on the next thumbnail and put PlayStation is dead. This is it. This is the moment. That's it. It's over.
We
all
should
right?
all do it.
Yeah. Do one. We can put everybody on it. Everybody go on. Flip it. I want it. Send it to me. I need it. That's what it's gonna be.
No.
Why?
Why?
This is what it is, right? And again, it's the PlayStation that they knew. The PlayStation that they knew.
It's dead. It's dead.
The PlayStation
Hiroki
they
shot
knew
it down.
It's been dead since Hiroki and the CEO of Sony came out and proclaimed that everything is going to go everywhere. And when I say it's just the idea of PlayStation that these ponies had in their hearts and souls that they bleed blue for, and they are out here now having to face the real truth and the reality that as much as they didn't want to believe it, they are now going to be faced with that same perplexing dilemma that the pony bots who sat there and cried and said, fuck Xbox, how can they do this to me? Now they're going to have to face that moment. And what is it going to be? Are they like the pony bots who only cared about PlayStation because the games were exclusive, like that dude that we saw who cried about Helldivers, right? Who clearly is not a real PlayStation fan. He was just a person who was in it for the exclusives, right? So are they going to reveal themselves to be that way where it's just full of shit? Or they're going to be like us and they ride or die for their squad because that's what it is, right? Were they actual PlayStation fans or were they fake PlayStation fans? That's going to be the question that we're going to see.
Shout out to Tarnish.
Tarnish.
Quick as can be. Already. PlayStation's dead.
He did it?
Yes.
Good. Send it to me. I gotta cut that. It's going on the thumbnail, baby. The first, we're going to cut this part. Bam. Thumbnail.
Oh,
PlayStation is dead.
Thank you, Tarnish.
But yes, this is the moment, right? This is where it's gonna be. This is where we're gonna find out, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait. Oh, I don't know how many tweets I'm gonna make about this. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, they were really mad.
They were
before
really
the
mad
news broke
last
out
time.
On your last tweet.
And now they're gonna be real mad. They're gonna be real mad.
Big mad.
Big mad. I love it. I love it. This is great. We got the homie Silver Afro. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for being a member for 1 month, man. Appreciate you. Welcome, bro. Welcome. I hope you stick around. It says, can't wait for the Herman Hulse walk back.
Ooh.
Just because we're porting some games to Xbox, then does it mean we're porting all games to Xbox? You know what? That is why companies hire people with salaries between $250,000 and $350,000 so that they can do work once in a while. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hire somebody in charge of putting our games everywhere, but only a select few once a year. We're going to pay him $350,000 a year to work once a year. That's it. That's the job. Oh man, I'm ready for every single one.
I think it's going to be worse than that, CMoney. I think it's going to be like they're porting 3 or 4 games over to Xbox and they get 1 game on PlayStation.
Yes. The crazy shit, and this is the thing. Like because I can already see it with the port begging bullshit. Let's cut that shit right now. We got PlayStation. I don't give a fuck about any of these games coming over here. I care about you crying about these games coming over here. That's what I care. How can PlayStation do this to me?
I hate you, CMoney and Doodle.
They're the worst in the whole wide world. Oh, konnichiwa. You know what I'm saying?
We know you long time.
Oh, let me get the homie Space Shot in the building with that $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Homie says, we already know what Holster Totoki or someone will finally say one of these days. We look at this on a case-by-case basis. There are no, Space Shot. No. Throw that out the window. Hey, let me tell you a secret. Microsoft did not hire someone and pay them $250,000 to $350,000 a year to do this job. They didn't hire new people.
Oh, this is crazy.
They're using their people to do what they could do and move how they move. PlayStation is saying this is us forever. We are hiring. We are in the building. They're coming here remote, or they don't even care. They're like, yo, we'll pay you from anywhere. I don't care if you're in Alaska. You need to do this job for me, bro. This is a foundational shift for PlayStation. You do not hire someone and pay them this type of money. Okay. This is what you do. If you were going to just do this casually, you go to IGN, right? Just like they did with Ghost of Tsushima and Ben Studio, and they go hire some kid that's going to be happy with $50,000 a year because he was making $30,000 at IGN. You hire some kid and say, hey, work on this, go ahead and see what you can figure out. We're bringing games, places, and there's going to be a few. No. That's not what they're doing. You don't pay someone $250,000 to $350,000 if you're not expecting to make billions from this.
Yep.
Or billions in the long run, yes. But at least in the short term, if you're not looking to make millions and millions of dollars on this, you're not paying somebody $250,000 to $350,000 a year. And I can tell you right now, no one gives a shit about PlayStation games that much that they're going to make that much money on any one game every once in a while. Okay? This is them bringing shit over. This is the way. And it's going to be so entertaining. It's going to be so entertaining. I can't wait to make every single thumb. God of War is coming. Oopsie. Spider-Man. Oh, no.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious.
Wild.
We got the homie Machine XP in the building. Remember, for 14 months.
What's up,
My
baby?
brother.
Damn.
Thank you so much, man.
Love.
Appreciate you, my dude.
Thank you.
Says, just the other day, Sony came out with their reading glasses and contacts to share with us from a Microsoft PowerPoint. We see no reason for a strategy pivot.
Oh my
Well,
God.
That shit has been pivoted.
Oh.
And we have Silver Afro back with a $5, which I appreciate. Your brother says, I hear P. Hines is looking for a job. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He was crying before, wasn't he? That's wild. All right. Remember, also, by the way, Nixis has the boxes, right? So let me also just paint this other picture, and then we're gonna get you Demo and Hargeet, because I want to put this all out there and see what you guys think. If this was just a simple port situation, Nixis is already there.
They would be able to handle it.
Nixis is already there.
They want someone.
They want people boots on ground.
Yes.
Going to Microsoft like, yo, Phil, we got this new game. How we gonna market this, right? Can we get a Game Pass deal? Is that possible? I don't know, right?
That's what this is going to open the gates
possible.
to. I think Game Pass deals are going to be on the table. They're going to be requested, because that is, that's money that they're just going to grab and go, right? That's guaranteed money, plus whatever they sell on the platform aside from that. But that is money that can't go away. That's money that is guaranteed. Here you go. This covers whatever we did and some. So that is going to be crazy to go ahead. Will this justify the developers, getting Game Pass?
Bro,
oh my gosh, to play their PlayStation games for cheaper.
Shifted,
you understand that though, right?
Let me tell you something. You know how they're so hurt right now? I haven't seen a motherfucking pony in the chat.
They're asleep, baby.
There's not one motherfucker in the chat. Listen, they're watching right now. They're watching with fucking snot all over their face. They can't see and shit. Their eyes are blurry with the tears. They are so emotionally scarred right now. But they won't say a fucking word. They have not. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh my god!
Just in case, because I want to see them if they are. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in. I'm gonna change it because normally I put a time limit, right, on them having to be here for a while before they can talk, right? So I don't, typically don't want somebody coming in just to say some stupid shit and then be done with it, right? So I am turning off the duration.
Oh,
I want to see
let's go.
what pony's gonna walk in here today and start popping lip. I want to see it. There's no time limit. There's no time limit.
Wasn't there one here yesterday?
You should post it on Twitter. You should post it on Twitter.
No time
Ponies
limit.
come over here. And
Ponies
say,
welcome.
Post it on Twitter right now.
Ponies welcome.
Post it on Twitter. Ponies welcome. There's no time limit, baby. I want to see you in the chat. I want to hear what you got to say.
Talk
I
that
want to
shit.
hear what you got to say,
Talk
fam.
that shit, Pony.
Oh my God, I'm
Stop.
oh God, I'm
That's
so ready.
wild. Make
No.
it make sense.
Say, there's no time limit. No time limit. You come, you talk right away. We're ready to go. Let me get the Holy Do You K Now the Bro Boy Insider with $5.01
Oh my gosh, here we go.
to take the highest spot. He said, let's get this started early. Oh my God. Well, I do have to
Cheers.
go ahead and
Here we go.
update the banner. Fucking Broke Boy. Oh my God. Biggest super chat.
Becca says, please do it. I'm here for the tears.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Faro, our boy. What's up, love? Thank you for being here.
Oh my God.
Ponies, welcome to Death Row. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh my
man, what a
God.
night.
Oh my God. Listen. This is
Somebody
man.
posted some of the tweets in your what you call it, Discord.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
guys.
What
so-
tweets?
So
Yeah, so Porter
Tweets.
Rock, Jay Bari.
What do you say?
Not that they're anything big. It's just like, and you thought I was grifting or exaggerating from Porter Rock, and he posts the job description.
Okay, so hold on. It's in our Discord.
It's in your Discord.
All right. Listen, I don't want to listen. Before we
Word on
hop
the
in,
street.
because I want your guys' takes on this. So before we introduce new fun stuff to talk about, I want to get y'all take on this. But before we do that, we got to shout out our motherfucker homie. Do you K Now? The Broke Boy Insider went ahead and gifted 20 all points
Let's
for Game of
go.
Remembrances, man. Let me hit it with that bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm
Hit
saying?
it, baby.
Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Let's
and of
go.
course, Broke Boy, we appreciate you, my
Thank
brother.
you so
He is
much.
right now, currently
Welcome,
at a
guys.
double banger.
Damn.
He is the
Pow, pow.
highest super chat of the night and the biggest amount of gifted subs. Shout out to Broke Boy.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
This is wild.
This is, it's just funny because I want to see the face of all those people who sat there and called us grifters, and we lied to our community and our people and tell them all this shit. And we've been saying this shit since the fucking Sony CEO said it. We told y'all this motherfucker is telling you it's happening. Why won't you listen? And look. Fucking black, white, and blue, bitches.
Damn.
Black, white, and blue.
Ooh.
Demo,
down.
my dude. Tell me, where were you when you saw the news, right?
Walk us through it.
Shout out
Walk
to Demo,
us through
because
it.
he's actually, to be clear, I forgot to say it, but Demo's actually the one who sent it to me
Ooh.
in the DM.
Let's go.
I was making the show, and then I went and I saw the little boop, boop, pop up, and I said, "What's that?" Woo! Shout out to
What am I
Devil.
looking at here?
Shout out to
Um,
Devil.
So I'm literally playing Gears of War 5, right? I'm waiting for you, CMoney, and Doodle and Hargi. You guys said, 8:45 or something. I had a one screen Twitter open with my DMs, just waiting to see when I get the link. And I'm playing Gears. I'm chilling, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my page because you know how it is. Sometimes Twitter won't give you the messages and stuff on time, and you have to refresh. So I refreshed my share, and the first thing that popped up was the hazard door, right? Whatever the dude who does the news, and I see the thing. I read the thing, and I'm like, oh shit! So I clicked in, and I actually go in here into the Sony website, and I see this shit, and this shit is for real. So I'm like, holy crap! Wait to see money, hear about this right before the show. This is crazy.
Woo!
So
Christmas gonna come early, baby.
call on me surprised, bro. We knew this was happening. We see the pattern of the gaming industry in general. So this is not like you said before, this is nothing bad for Sony PlayStation. This is bad for the ponies because you are going to see how these Sony PlayStation games, when they start releasing on PC and other platforms day and day, are going to do better. We already see the impact that releasing games on other platforms had. We've seen it with Forza, right? How by releasing Forza on PlayStation, it didn't only increase the numbers on PlayStation in the game in general, but also in Xbox itself. People are playing more Forza now than before. And this is due to the fact that you got homies to play with. Some ponies out there, and console fans in general that don't want to go and have another console, and that's understandable. If you think about it, it's really not worth it to buy a whole console just because you want to play one game. Like it's just like it doesn't really make sense. So they looking at this like holy shit. So people that don't buy PlayStations like that at the same rate that they were buying it before, uh, we know that the next Xbox will play the PlayStation games easily. So we might as well just start releasing these games now before, before they come to Xbox in some other way. So I do agree with this strategy. I think this is going to be painful for some Sony PlayStation fanboys, but for the most part, for gamers, I think it's going to be a great thing. We could see, good games like Helldivers coming on Xbox, and I believe the game is going to succeed here and it's going to find the home. And Xbox players being, very multiplayer based. But this is some sweet tears that we're testing here, bro. Shit, like this is Master Chef quality tears that we get in. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not surprised. I could see that coming. In fact, I did a live stream today, and there were like heavy rumors about Lego Horizon coming to Xbox as well. I mean, it's already on Nintendo, and I don't really take serious the rumors, but there's so many people talking about it that I was like, I might as well throw it in there. And there you have it. Like a couple of hours later, boom, here we go. We got the news on a Friday, like Harky said. This is, when they do the bad news, they're off that weekend, and then on Monday they come up with all the emails. So it's like, oh shit, it's like, oh shit, they're crying. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they're crying. You know what, guys? Let's take another. Let's take a mental health break day, whatever, and then come back on Tuesday and tackle the whole situation. Now, yeah, ponies be sad, but gamers in general are winning. We're seeing a shift in and it was like, I don't know if you guys talked about it yesterday or not, about the Chris Drink and Matt Piscatella interview, right? Which Matt Piscatella was talking about. Yeah, I actually watched the interview.
He led right into this. It's like it's almost as if he knew that that this post was gonna go up.
And one of the things he said is like, we can see a trend of games doing a lot better when they in different platforms due to crossplay and ease of access. So I think this is a great thing. So the PlayStation fans, I know we make fun of you and all of that, but this is like, how PlayStation can save the business and how you can continue to enjoy the Sony PlayStation games, right? Because if Sony PlayStation don't evolve, they will freaking die right before your eyes, just so that you can enjoy one exclusive a year. it's not really worth it, guys.
Bro,
Listen,
PlayStation
it's
doesn't
not
give
really
a
worth
fuck
it.
what they have to say or feel.
They
We've been
really
telling
don't.
them this shit forever, and it's just like, oh my god, yo, every dude who ever fucking whoever, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and every single comment I ever get in one of my tweets, I'm just gonna respond with this shit, bitch.
Hell
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up. You is done. Ponies don't exist. They're now a dying breed. They're gone. And you know why? Because their entire existence was hinged on this exclusivity bullshit. That's why
Right.
I get to laugh and mock them. That's why I get to laugh and mock the pony bots who sat there talking hella shit, saying, "Oh, they're just grifters over there. They're just grifters. They don't want to give Xbox the smoke. Where's the
Right.
smoke now, you stupid bitches? You are the same as the ponies. Look at y'all all in the same spot. You threw away your Xbox just to have another box, and now we're good. We're going to put our games everywhere. Damn, it's almost if you were smart enough, you could see the future too. Damn, it's almost like if there was a massive company who happens to be one of the biggest and most profitable and most fucking expensive companies in existence, who was leading the way saying, nah, I think this is the direction that we should go. Maybe you don't sit there and follow the words of people who are following literally a company who's been out for longer than Microsoft, and they still fit into the fucking couch cushions of Microsoft. You understand that? The entire entity of Sony is literally could be forgotten by Microsoft, and they wouldn't even notice that the money was gone. And y'all thought that they were the ones that were gonna hold the line?
Oh,
you thought Sony? You thought broke ass Sony was gonna hold the line? Come on, man. Come on, man. But before we do that, we did get our first pony, and this is let me tell you right now, this is exactly what I expected. They got nothing. Look at what we got. Pony over here.
Oh,
Red 410. Sony gonna make a fuckload of money of nunny. Not money of nunny.
Nani.
When the is Xbox clowns but PlayStation games more than they buy Xbox's games.
Damn, bro.
Oh, like what PlayStation's doing right now? Like what
I hope he
ponies
didn't
are
break
doing
his
right
keyboard
now?
typing that shit.
Bro, he was like, oh my God,
he was mad.
and said nothing. Said nothing but stupidity.
This is
what a great representation of the pony fan base.
Guys, this is not the I think this is actually the way forward. We've been talking about it here, right? We've been saying,
oh yeah,
if Sony really want to survive in this new environment and this new gaming industry times, like they need to go ahead and get with the program, because honestly, Xbox being ahead of the pack. And look, Xbox was heavily criticized when they made the move. We got tired of saying that this was the right move. We need these games to be out there and be enjoyed by many, right? And I think that now everybody's gonna celebrate when Sony is doing it, right? And it's like, oh shit, yeah, they're adjusting to the like everybody's gonna come with their own narratives when. Come on, man. They gotta do it. The fact that they've been doing exclusives is not because of the Sony fans. It's because it wasn't the best interest in order for them to sell the hardware. But now these new kids, they don't give a shit about PlayStation. They don't give a shit about Xbox. They don't give a shit about none of this bullshit. All they want to do is play, and whatever the heck they're caught bored. And that society is gonna be in the computer, it's gonna be in the tablet, it's gonna be via cloud, it's gonna be with a phone or touch, whatever. Like, these kids don't give a shit. These old heads are done. These dinosaurs of the gaming industry, these people who just want things to be forever the same, are done. Bye, be gone, never come back. Hold your freaking walls forever, because shit is changing. It is changing, and we have to embrace it. And this doesn't mean that Sony PlayStation is going to disappear. In fact, it means that they solidifying their future because they immortalizing themselves with their fucking games, which is what we want in the first place. Where you play on a PlayStation, where you play on Nintendo, whatever the hell you playing, at the end of the day, what really matters and stand the test of time is the actual games. Putting your games everywhere, all it's gonna do is good to your platform, and your games are gonna sell. These big behemoth of companies, they're realizing that this is the way forward. They okay, we try to sell the plastic boxes, but now we're realizing, oh shit, what is the plastic boxes disappear, and we got no games, and we haven't fucking nurture our IPs. We haven't, you know what I mean? Keep these games relevant throughout these years. We're wasting time here trying to sell plastic when in reality we could be banking, making money, not only here, but everywhere. So yeah, shout out to PlayStation. They do what must be done. This is painful for the ponies. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. I like this shit because let me tell you something. I've been liking PlayStation games lately. I don't know what happened. What's got into me? But all of a sudden, I'm starting to love
They're your games
PlayStation.
now, Demo.
They're
They're
my
your
games.
games now.
I just feel included, you know, like Jade in that Mortal Kombat trailer. I feel included. All right. I feel wanted here and I feel welcome. So come give me a hug, pony. Save those tears for later. Come on, give me a hug. Come bring it in. You fucking ponies. This is so funny, man. This is
Facts.
crazy. Hard game,
No,
come on,
bro.
bro. Kill it now.
Excuse me. This is definitely one for the record books. This is definitely gonna be a moment that we are going to remember. Let's get the homie Do UK now the broke boy is out of here with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Says not double banger, not allowed to watch those videos. Well, that's because we said he has a double banger right now. He is the highest super chat and the most memberships gifted. So shout out to him. We do have the homie QBeanie Gaming in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, so once again, all these ponies have is console sales. They're literally spinning out of control and they don't know what to do. Reforge about to cry. About? Nah, dog. You're like,
He's been crying.
40 minutes late for that.
Hold up. I don't know if you've seen
tears.
his latest clip. He was saying that he didn't want to speak about Xbox no more. He said it today.
Did he?
Like, I don't want to engage talking about that platform anymore. Just like that. It was some crazy shit. Yeah. I think he's realizing that the same thing that happened on Xbox is gonna happen to PlayStation, and here we are, you know. And they can take it. They can give it, but they can take it. It is what it is, man. It's all games, man. No need to cry.
We have the homie call with that $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank
Says
you.
my guess, the HD2 pre-orders are doing better than expected. They also saw Xbox make $250 million from a 5-year-old game in 3 months. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
I think that Microsoft probably made more money on that 5-year-old game than PlayStation has made on their exclusive games this year.
Probably throughout the whole generation,
For
if you think about it. It's a classic bait and switch, right? The classic, I'm gonna do it, and then you do it after, but I didn't do it, and then you're the one who got fucked. You know, back in the day, everybody would be like, let's throw this piece of paper to the t-shirt, and everybody went like this, and you were the only one who let go of that paper, and everybody hold it, and you're like, in slow motion, you let it go. Detention, no. You know, that's how it is. The bait and switch.
Yeah, isn't Forza Horizon 5 the top selling game on PlayStation this year?
The top selling new game. So obviously it's not like above, like maybe like a Call of Duty or something that is.
Well, but Call of Duty is still Xbox.
Well, exactly. But what I'm saying is that as far as like new games that launched in 2025, they bought Horizon over everything.
Factually, it is outdoing their games. Factually, it is outdoing PlayStation games,
everything
right
that they've done.
So
100%.
PlayStation had MLB The Show, and outside of that, they really haven't had any first party games, right? They had Death Stranding 2 come out, that wasn't in the tops. They had Lost Soul Aside coming up, and so that hasn't come out yet. Which again, I don't think that's going to chart that well. And then they have Ghost of the Yote, but the only game that's come out is MLB The Show, which did not. I don't think it even beat 1 million. I don't think it made 1 million in sales yet. Like
I
Boone
don't
was
know.
telling me it
I
was
don't know.
somewhere in like the few 100,000 copies.
I
sold.
mean, MLB The Show does pretty good in general. Like on the main chart, like for the year, it's charting, it's up there. Because it's the only baseball game, right? So there's baseball fans
Yeah.
and they're gonna buy it. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, no matter how you cut it, out of all the games that released throughout the year, Forza Horizon 5 was the most purchased by PlayStation fans, and that's just the reality. Let me get the homie Gotham guy in the building.
Yo,
oh, wait, no.
thank
Sorry. Do you came out of the broke boy inside with that $2 super chat?
Yo.
Appreciate you, my brother. Says Xbox started with quote unquote one game, Quantum Break on PC. They did. That 2017, right? It's a long time ago, or 2015. 2017?
I think it was 15. I think it was 15. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a real long time. We got the homie Gotham guy in the building with that $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank
Says,
you.
oh my God, why wasn't this announcement put out yesterday? I would have loved to listen to Crossfire Mooch last night to hear what the gang had to say, laughing my ass off. Oh, bro, they're not gonna, they would not have done it. They would not. I know, like, I think Porter Rock is live and he doesn't have it in his title. He didn't put it on his title. I don't think he might not even be acknowledging it right now. Just from the fact that they don't know what to say right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know what to say.
I mean, this is the crazy thing. How can this have caught them off guard though? Like, how do you put yourself in a situation with everything that's been out there, have this catch you off guard? That's just ridiculous.
Facts. I have JD Gamer in the building. My
JD.
brother, thank you for being here with that $2 super chat. Says,
Thank you.
Nah, what is Tim Dog gonna do now? I mean, shit. It is pretty damning, right? Like that you made such a big exit,
Yeah.
right? You blew up the building, right? You left, and instead of taking your box and leaving the property, you fucking flooded the toilets, set offices on fire, you fucking shit in the walls.
Broke all the
Like,
windows.
You did everything you could when leaving, and
Yeah.
now you gotta say,
Took
I'm
the
going over
staplers.
there. And then you're standing in that building, and now are you gonna
You're
do
like,
the same
wait,
thing?
hold up. This is the building that's on fire. I done fucked up.
I done fucked up.
He burned bridges, man, when he
No,
left,
big time.
and that's bad.
Oh man.
Shit.
Yeah,
Done
absolutely.
that, man. That's crazy.
He definitely burned bridges with his Xbox fans, right? Like the
Yeah.
people who were following him. JD Gamer with that $5.
JD.
Appreciate you, homie. Says
Thank
all
you.
the quote, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, dudes. Look like fools now. Flat out Diddy moment.
Oh.
Now take that with no baby oil.
Oh, not the
JD,
baby oil.
Not the baby oil. JD's back though. He's back with another 5. Says, I'm gonna need 10K articles, podcasts, men locking themselves in closets crying, dancing, goalpost shifting, and just smashing their consoles. Diddy time. Bro, I'm here for all of that shit, bro.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
Yo, I'm
Ah.
telling you, notice how, again, we know they're always in here because we see the clips, right? But notice how there was only one brave soul who wrote in the chat, and his answer
I
was,
There was another person. I
I
saw
don't know.
another person in there too.
Did you? Please.
Yeah.
Oh my
Find
what
it.
the heck was his
I
name?
want to see.
Let us know.
I want to
Uh,
hear the
listen.
argument.
King Hit Post has been in there. He was trying to.
Where's that? I don't know.
I didn't see all of his stuff, but I mean, there's a King Hit Post who was definitely
Yep.
pro PlayStation.
Yeah. We talked about this before, but where is he? I just saw it. Hey, it's Eggy. What's up, man? Says
Yo.
he's waiting on Nib to explain all this.
Get to typing.
No, delete. It's good because fuck. Delete. Xbox still. Delete.
Xbox
Yeah, he
is
definitely
dead.
has some pretty
ChatGPT. Grok. I need
pro
some help.
things. So, no
Give me
new
an angle,
Sony
Grok.
single
Give me
player
an angle.
games.
Say it again, bud. Can you click it?
No new. Well, I can't click on it, but no new Sony single player games. Go to Xbox Day and Date. Coping Xbox. PlayStation gets all your games. Xbox bag for Game Pass. That's why Xbox is dead. That was one of his
So-
posts.
Okay, so read that again, because that is the definition of what we're mocking here. Go ahead.
Yes,
Say it
let's
again.
go.
This is not.
Yeah.
This is their
It's
answer. Go
it's
ahead.
at 9:50. I don't know if you can scroll back in the chat. But at
9:50.
9:50.
Oh, I could. That actually,
I got
that
you.
is- that
Thank
does
you,
help.
Argy. There we go.
Yeah,
Dun,
then you can
dun,
actually bring it up.
9. Look there, he's already coping, dog. Oh my god, this is
You
beautiful.
found it?
Yeah. Look,
Okay,
look.
perfect.
Yeah, and
says-
you can find a whole bunch of other ones from him. So
No new single player games. Go to Xbox day and date. Coping
Oh.
Xbox PlayStation gets all your games. Xbox beg for Game Pass. That's why Xbox is dead.
Oh.
Is it? So no new single player games are going. Got it. So that's the argument, right? That's the argument. That's what he came in to say. Only old games. That's what this he came in. He said, I'm gonna fucking smash them. I'm gonna smash them with bars that they've never seen before in their life. Okay.
That's some crazy
So
shit.
genius, did you read? Did you read the news?
I mean, did you hear the news?
Well,
Just in
maybe
case.
not, because there's nobody out there on Ponyland who's gonna break it down for them, because they can't do it on their own. They need the word, the
I mean,
gospel
we've
of
been
the
trying to
PlayStation
help.
Pony.
We've been trying to
They
help.
don't listen to us. They think we're coping, right? But they say they're literally reading that the games are all coming. They're all happening. They're hiring. They're paying someone so much money. I know the number is so high for you. You
You're
can't
like,
comprehend
You
it.
still unwanted too.
But
Mm.
the number is so high. You think they're doing that just to bring what other games do they have
I
outside
know,
of single
I
player
know, that's
games? They're
what's
already bringing Helldivers.
crazy. That's what's
What else?
crazy.
What else? They didn't need to hire anybody to bring Helldivers. They need to hire anybody to bring Fair Games or whatever the fuck that's going to be. They didn't need to do that for
And this is
Marathon.
just before they start. They're hiring someone. They're hiring for $250,000 to $300,000 a year. Right? You got to go ahead. You can't cut corners with them over here. See,
Facts.
but do you really think with one game a year that's all they're hiring them for that one game moving forward? Get ready. If this is bothering you, oh, Hargy, show them the picture. Show them
Oh.
the picture, Hargy.
Give it to him.
man.
Give it to him straight.
Listen, I think.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh no! Oh no!
that's hard.
Oh!
Oh.
Damn. Hargis evil.
Betrayal.
Oh my
Overkill.
Oh man!
Oh my
Kill
God.
tacular.
Oh my god, this is
Perfection.
so good. You know what? Honestly, hearing this post, hearing his little message over there, I actually feel like that is honestly going to be even more satisfying for the delusional people to double down now.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
for
saying? Like, I
sure.
want them to
This
double
is. I'm
down.
waiting for them
Hey,
to spin
hey, they're
it.
not coming. Hey, no games are coming to PlayStation. None. They're not. Ah! Okay, I want that. I want to hear from all of them. I hope that that's the response. I hope that's the unanimous response from all of them, that they all go ahead and they live in this denial. I want it so badly, because the moment that one of the first games comes over, I am going to die of laughter. I am going to die of laughter. It's so good. It's so good. Fillmore Pocket
real
says,
quick. Yes,
digging
Fillmore.
themselves
Fillmore.
a bigger ditch. Digging themselves a bigger ditch. Mm.
Fillmore, we hope you had an awesome birthday, bro.
Yes, shout out to you, homie. You had a
Yes,
great birthday too.
happy
That's right, happy
belated
bro.
birthday. We
That's
wish
right.
you a happy birthday on the stream, but I don't know if you caught it. So happy birthday.
Shout out to you, homie. But yes, this is where we are. This is where we are. It's a beautiful thing. We do have our boy
So-
JD Gamer back with a $2 super chat. Says, I need daily roast sessions and chat GPT expose. Yo, I'm honestly like, this is gonna be so glorious for me. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Hargeet,
Yes.
my brother, tell me, what Where does this hit you in the feels? Oh my god!
Oh, this was so good. All right. Well, the first thing that they actually need a team to figure out how to put games on other platforms.
I know. We gotta hire somebody new because these motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to do these games, so let alone.
That's wild.
And there's multiple positions. This is one position, and you're gonna have all these people under you to figure out how to put games on other platforms. It's simple. You fucking make the game and you put it on the goddamn platform. How fucking difficult is that? Why do you need to pay people millions of dollars to figure out how to put games on other platforms? What the fuck is going on over there, PlayStation? Are they this brain dead?
Hargeet, the money. Remember, Hargeet, the money is just for the one person. They have whole tier system already in play. How much are they paying these dudes to port these games?
Platform sales, platform planning and performance. What the fuck? Seriously?
Oh my god, yo!
Oh my gosh! How many PlayStation execs does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh my god, dude! So this person's reporting to another person whose job is platform strategy. I'm like, okay, hold on a second. So you have multiple tiers of people just to figure out how to put games on other platforms. I can solve this for you. You don't have to hire any of these people. You port the fucking game and you put it on the platform. That's all you have to do. I'm not being Alex here. I mean, what the hell is it? How is this so difficult? Did it take all these people to figure out Helldivers 2? You just give it to Nixus and say, can you make that work on Xbox? Okay, cool. And how do we publish? Oh, you can just publish. Oh, okay, cool. Done. That's all you have to do. What the? Really? You need to figure this shit out? Seriously. Anyway.
Hargeet, but this may be very telling as to how much they're planning to do and how fast they're planning to do it. That they're just bringing people in.
I think the only reason they need this is to put the nice bomb lotions and whatnot on the ponies. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. It's okay.
Listen, let me just anecdotally, okay? Anecdotally, I put out a tweet about this already and about talking about the show. And let me tell you something. When I tell you there's not a motherfucking pony, there's not one pony in the comments on Twitter.
That's
you
wild.
know that they looked at that shit and said, "Fuck you, CMoney."
How many Twitter accounts get deleted today?
We're gonna set a new record. A new record will be all. Yep. I mean,
dude. This is well. So, anyways, the fact that this is coming out this way is kind of just amusing. But like, they've been announcing this.
Yeah, they've been telling them over and over again.
And so this should not be something new. We've been hearing this in different messages throughout the last several years, and the whole Jim Ryan clashing with Hiroki Totoki is obvious, right? Hiroki's like, I want to make money. And that, that's pretty much it. He's like, you guys don't know how to make money off of these things. That's literally what he said.
He changed.
He told in the last round table, right? They literally had a question about Hiroki Totoki saying we're shifting away from games as a platform enabler and a marketing tool to a profit growth driver. What the fuck do you think that means? He doesn't give a shit about your console war. He's done. You're like, I don't care. I've spent billions buying Bungie and what Concord was Firewalk and what Haven and all this shit, and you shut them down. You've killed the games. What the fuck is going on? Where's my money? Where's my return? What the hell was that?
That's fucking hilarious.
And he's like going to all these so you spent how much at Naughty Dog to make this game and you didn't even put it out? What hold on a second. Where's my money at? Well, I'll tell you where your money's at. Put your games everywhere. That's where your money's at. Stop the bullshit. Put your games everywhere and be done with it. And that's what's happening. And so, okay, this is I think this is hilarious that this is coming out on Friday. I wonder if they purposely did this, or is it really just coincidence that hey, the job posting went up on a Friday? But it seems
I think if it's a job posting, they want they want people to be able to look at the job posting, right? So they don't. The type of person who's going to be looking at this job is busy Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my god,
they are going into the weekend and they're going to be like, oh shit, how much? They're paying big dollars to make this happen. And again, that's only one position. You have a tree above you. There's a tree of people above you that are getting paid even more than you. 250 to 350 for this position, and then at least 3 other tiers of people above you making more.
No, these guys report to this person, and then this person reports to another person whose job is just this. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, like, what is going on over there? So there's a person who's the VP of commercial management, and their job is to handle like their platform strategy outside of just PlayStation. And I'm like, okay, so wait, this person's job is that, and then he's going to have this person report to him, and then this other set of people report. Like, dude, how many people do you need to figure out how to fucking sell games on other platforms that already exist? Like, what's the difficulty here? I just like, you need metrics to figure out how to make a fucking game. Like, don't you know how to do that already? Like, how is this difficult?
You would think.
Okay, whatever. Like, and they need some sort of strategy to figure this out. You set a timeline and say, I'm going to put it on PlayStation this day, and then a year from now, it's going to be on other platforms. Done. How is this difficult? How is this difficult? I just don't understand why you need other people to figure this out. Okay, but anyways, nobody's going to
commit me, Hargy. That's what it is, right? So understand. So the reason they're doing this
100%,
is their
100%.
commitment to the new format. So what they're doing, remember, they have shareholders, right? They have shareholders. They have people who are going to see this, and they're telling them this is how serious we are. So we're putting our shit everywhere, no matter what, and we're paying for it in a major way.
You know why this is happening, right? Because the entrenched management is saying, no, we don't think the metrics work out. We don't think it's a good idea. And Hiroki's like, fuck your idea. Hire these people. I want to see the real report, and I want to see why I can't make more money. That's how this is happening. This is why this is happening. Because this is a waste of money. This is 100% a waste of money. It's obvious. If you put a game out on a Nintendo Switch 1 with 150 million fucking consoles, you're telling me it isn't going to sell like 1%? Like, that's all it needs.
Bro,
it's going to make money.
Remember this line. Remember this line in here. Lead the commercial contribution to PlayStation Studios mid to long range planning, ensuring SIE leadership is informed.
Yes.
They don't trust those motherfuckers, bro. They don't trust those people. They're getting new blood in here who can give 3 shits about those old dudes' desire to keep a game on PlayStation. And these dudes are going to come and be like, nah, dog, look at this. Look at how much Horizon sold on our platform for Forza 5-year-old game. Come on, man.
And they'll actually be reporting to Hiroki saying, here are the real numbers. Yes, you can sell and make money on both of those platforms. And it's like, see, SIE leadership. I told you, see, it could see. You hired the people that here. This just does not need to happen. It's very obvious. Put the fucking games out there. They'll sell. You're done. That's it. It's just that simple. Like, but whatever. They want to go through this rigmarole because it's entrenched people. That's it. It's just literally that, right? They're like, no, we have to be on the PlayStation side. We have to do the console war. And upper management, as usual, like Satya is like, I don't care about a fucking console war. I spent $80 billion. Where's my returns? I don't give a shit. Give me the fucking returns. That's it. And that's what they're going to get on this side too. Hiroki's going to do the same exact things. Like, yeah, console, schmonsole. I don't give a shit. I spent money. I want my returns. That's it. You're telling me I can't do it because blah, blah, blah. I'm going to hire somebody who says, fuck you. This can be done. And here's how much money you're going to make. Good. That's what I want to see. That's why they're doing this. This is all bullshit. But it's hilarious bullshit. It's freaking hilarious bullshit. But hey, this is it though. It's over, right? You can see that the strategy from the top is this is what's going to happen. And if the SIE leadership doesn't go along with it, they're fucking gone. That's what's going to happen. They're gone. They're not going to listen to this, right? Why do you think like freaking Phil is like, yep, let's go ahead and put the games there. He has to meet profitability. So it's either you go or you meet the profitability targets. And that means put your games over there. It's fine. Put the games over there, right? That's what's going to happen. And so they can keep pushing this bullshit. Ultimately, the whole console war thing is dead. It's done. It's dead. They basically just put games everywhere. And by the way, Microsoft already killed it by saying, Steam is coming to the next Xbox. That's been announced. That's been announced. Sarah put that out there. It's been
Factually
announced.
speaking, that is
It's
100%
gonna happen.
confirmed to be happening.
And Steam doesn't fuck around with, I don't want it on that specific. No. If it's on Steam, it's everywhere Steam is, period. So that's done. The next Xbox is playing all the PlayStation games. That's going to happen. So now there's a question of, well, do you just make money off of it directly? Can you work a Game Pass deal? Can you get a better, store split with Xbox? Yes, go ahead and do those things. Why not? Right? But hey, whatever. This stupid PlayStation console war bullshit. It's just done now. It's over. I don't see this continuing. This is the final nail. It's done. I don't know if those other people are hired or not, but if this is the structure they're gonna have, they're absolutely committed. And it says it right there: Xbox and Nintendo. Steam and Epic already exist. Fair enough. Xbox and Nintendo. What are they doing there? It's for one game, Lego Horizon. Fuck that. No. It's gonna be everything. Anything that works on that Nintendo Switch 2 is going there, and anything that works on that Xbox, it's going there. These guys are not gonna be able to play this whole stupid console war bullshit anymore. Like, the games cost too much, the studios cost too much, the people cost too much. Like, nope, this stuff is going everywhere. Like, the people at the level of a Hiroki or Satya are like, I don't see this happening in TV shows and movies. Those things are like marketed. So you can have Warner own Harry Potter, and that could show up on fucking Netflix. Why? Because it's required to be put out there. That's part of the whole legality of the whole movie industry, that anybody can go in and bid and say, well, I want to have the streaming rights, or I want to have the distribution rights, or whatever, right? So you can see movies being distributed by different people, published by different people, even though they're owned by another studio, owned by another publisher. That's the way it is. It's open. And that allows them to make money. Because somebody might say, I like having James Bond, and I want to publish it instead of, I think it's now Amazon owns MGM, right? And they have to allow that and say, open bid it. Okay, if you come up with a better number, deal, right? That's the way that world works. Sony is in the same boat. Anybody can come in and bid. And like, well, why the fuck am I locked down here with this bullshit? What? I can't put it over there. Why don't I get a bid from them? They've had this Game Pass thing going on, right? Why can't I get a bid from them? Great. Yeah, get a bid. Like, why not? They must have the metrics from MLB The Show. That was in Game Pass for years. It made it skyrocket. Is that a bad thing?
It really did, though. It really did. It really did.
So what's the issue? And I guarantee you Hiroki's having these discussions and saying, I don't care about your stupid metrics. I just know instinctively if I put this game on multiple platforms, I'm going to make money. So tell me where the problem is. People who like PlayStation are already on PlayStation. They're not going to freaking go out there, unlike one person who saw their box in half. That's not going to happen. Most people are going to keep their PlayStation. They're going to stay on PlayStation if they're a PlayStation person. That's fine. We have a number of people that are going to buy it. Good enough. How do I get more players? You're already doing the PC. You're already going there. Xbox already killed the idea of not putting them on Xbox.
Xbox already sold them, bro. Like, there's no way you don't think that they looked over to Xbox's numbers and saw what was happening. You don't think they look at their fucking box on PlayStation and say, how the fuck does Microsoft own our store?
Yeah.
With old ass games? Of course they do. It's only the ponies who sat there with this mentality that they thought that they were somehow going to be kept away from this. And there was going to be no loss of exclusives because PlayStation believes in the console, not the money, the console. I'm sorry, but PlayStation's not here to console you losers.
I mean,
it's finally here. I love it.
And this is the thing. The money that they're spending to hire these people to go ahead and port these games, what does that mean for their first party moving forward, and what is going to change, right? They're also grabbing money that they weren't spending before, and they were already in a pickle situation. This is going to equate to something, right? This is going to have consequences. The fact that they're making money on anime, that's working out for them. So this is kind of like a last stretch to see what
That's a good point.
happens,
That's a good point.
because Xbox is doing this again, a position of power. Let's see what games are bigger than the platform. Let's see what happens, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing it out of desperation, the first party games we're making are not freaking selling. The ones are making it out. We've had to cancel
How many
X
games?
amount of games, right? Concord was an epic fail. We got caught on stolen art and music for Marathon. This is the problem. Money going out, nothing really coming in. And now they're spending this type of money to go ahead and put their games on Xbox, PC, Switch. The bottom line is that this is their last hurrah. They're going all in, saying, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if people go ahead in a desperate angle, go ahead and pick up these games. Forza, CMoney, you and I were talking before, it already sold on Xbox. They went to see how much more it can make and what was going to happen if they put it on another platform. A PlayStation game that didn't do the numbers that they wanted it to do, that they invested more in than what they brought out, and now they're desperately putting it on another platform. We have a problem here if this doesn't pan out the way that they are hoping. And this is why a freaking Game Pass bag would be something that they will flock to. Because if the audience on Switch and on Xbox do not respond to their games the way that the developers are not responding to their games, they have a bigger problem.
Dude, what's
Yeah,
gonna happen
so-
when next year's one game launches day and date? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, next year's MLB The Show is definitely going to launch day and date, and
Oh,
then if Marathon
but there's
actually
one
comes
game that's
out,
not MLB.
yeah, and Marathon, if it actually comes out, is going to
It's
also
also
launch day
multi-plat
and date.
already. There's really not gonna be any
On
difference for
Xbox.
them. They're just gonna go ahead and do it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
true. It's true.
So look, I as far as like the like shift, after a few months, that side of the aisle is also just going to be like, yeah, whatever. Because ultimately, you pick a platform to play games. You don't.
They won't, bro,
need
because
to-
they don't pick the platform to play games, Hargeet. They don't.
That's
they used to. They
yeah,
used
exactly.
to.
Now it's an identity
anymore.
problem, and it's like, dude, like seriously, PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo cannot be your identity. Stop it.
No.
You should be playing
Exactly.
games and just have
It's the
fun.
games first.
So
The problem is you can't say games with
Yeah.
PlayStation. It's the
Game.
game first, and
or the
that's not enough.
lockdowns that they do. Speaking of lockdowns, I just finished Final Fantasy 16 today, which is now on Xbox, so I played that. So
Holy shit,
uh,
Hargy.
Nice.
finish that up. But yeah, so like anyway, like this is the stuff they like are all upset about. Like forget about it. Just let it go, and just play games and like pick the platform based on your convenience instead of
Yep.
picking a platform based on some stupid logo.
Bringing
Pick it
back
based
what
on your
Phil said,
convenience.
right? What Phil said back when he did it, right? He said, I want you to pick Xbox as your place to play, not because we locked down some games,
Exactly.
but because we have the better box. And that's
Exactly.
what ponies are afraid of, because PlayStation hasn't had the better box
They
since
haven't.
God knows when,
They
bro.
haven't. And I think
Yeah.
so. This is
I don't
like
think they never had the better box. That's some real crazy shit.
they just put that out there, and just the delusional mentality made it true for them, right? That's what they believe with all their heart. So they figure if they believe that, then it'll be true. But
Facts.
this is the Spaced Out 2, by the way. This would be a freaking saving grace for them if they do show up. And Hargeet, I love your theory about, just slapping their logo on an Xbox box, right? And kind of having them running it, because this would be a big deal for PlayStation. If we're talking about 2026, Xbox coming out here with their box, and it's spaced out where PlayStation won't be able to come in till 2028, right? I think with the prices the way that they are, I think that gives people enough space, right? If they show up with something that's just a bit unique, something with, power. I think that will space it out for PlayStation to be able to still be relevant if you're talking about a 2-year gap, right? If they kind of alternate, that's a saving grace. And having the games on there.
Yeah, it's really just a catalog question at that point, right? If they want to have some sort of backwards compatibility to PS4, 5, and then on to the next console, the 6. If they just move over to Xbox, the only thing they have to do is figure that piece out, which shouldn't be that big a deal because the Xbox method of doing it is all VMs, so they can easily virtualize whatever they're running right now. So PS4, 5 games, no problem. Better yet, they could get PS1, 2, 3 games as well if they want to go down that path. The way they do it today, it's harder to do because of what they've been doing. They basically tie the game's performance to a clock rate on the console, which just makes it more challenging to be able to virtualize. But it can be done. It can still be done. Obviously, people are still doing it out there, so it can still be done. Microsoft's way is a little easier because they just kind of do it based on what's available, and the software will just use what's available, right? So it's a little bit easier. There are sometimes tie downs, but they've mostly figured that stuff out. But either way, that's technical crap. As far as this, I just think, the whole console war baloney now is kind of just a dead thing. If people still think that there are going to be games that are not coming to other platforms, I don't know what world you're in. It's going to happen. Like you should just see it. And they're only showing the Xbox, team, sub people, whatever under this person. But they're clearly saying Xbox and Nintendo. They want to target that Switch and Switch 2. They're absolutely going to be bringing games there. And I've been touting they should absolutely bring games over that were PS3 gen or PS2 gen over to that Switch 1. You can easily run those games there. There's 150 million of them. Seriously, why not take advantage? It'll be new to them. It'll introduce them to those franchises, is like Sackboy and all that stuff that still exists out there. Bring it over and just make money. It's just literally money.
Well, they're gonna have the problem is it's also gonna help them because they got to make better games now. Because over there they lived a life where it was just, well, you got nothing else, so you're gonna take this PlayStation game and you're gonna like it. That's why they gave them a shit God of War. That's why they gave them a shit Spider-Man 2. Yeah. That's why they do all these sequels that were just nowhere near the original, right? That is because they had no other competition for their games on their box. But now Xbox has infiltrated that box, and it's clear as day that PlayStation people prefer buying Xbox games. So how do they make PlayStation gamers and Xbox gamers want to buy a PlayStation game that releases on Xbox as well? Well, it's not going to be just because you fucking released it on the box. You're going to have to go back to go ahead and say, we're going to invest a little bit more to make the game that much better so that it can compete. Because with this whole closing down how much they're spending on games, making the game smaller, that's not going to do shit, because Xbox is performing at an all-time high as far as the quality of their games are. Their games are phenomenal, and they're coming into Game Pass. So if you're not, especially if you're not dropping your game in the Game Pass and you're just putting your game up, that shit better be fucking fire, because if not, it's going to sit there looking stupid. It's not going to be Forza on PlayStation. Okay, that's not going to happen, right? It's going to be Lego Horizon on Switch. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to live if you come with that weak shit over here. So hopefully when PlayStation looks at what they're spending on having people make sure that their games are going to go everywhere, they also go ahead and say, okay, now we need these games to operate at a higher level, because we're not going to get those fucking Xbox dudes to come wet their panties and buy these old ass games. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal.
And you can kind of see the trend happening with the PC releases, right? And I don't know if that's still just the lingering effect of the PSN login thing, which they rescinded. But since that, their games haven't sold as well on PC. Now, I don't know if that's just people got tired of it and they're like, yeah, these games aren't worth it, or these specific games aren't worth it. Or if it's really the PSN thing and they're like, no, F PlayStation, we're not gonna we're not gonna buy their stuff on PC. That could also be the case, right? But yeah, they're gonna have to keep up on that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes as far as the quality thing. I think they're gonna pull back on quality. To be honest, I don't think they're gonna do the same things because that takes time. And Hiroki's like, if I can get 90% of the sales, and I don't have to spend an extra 2 years, I'm just not going to spend the 2 years, and I'm going to go get the 90% of sales because I think he just wants money at this point.
Of course they want money, bro. They
Yeah.
literally
That's it.
haven't
They're
been
in need for it.
investing in every other part of their business that can possibly make them money and leaving PlayStation on the side. This is their first investment. This is them saying, okay, our investment in PlayStation, the money we're going to spend is on bringing PlayStation games to Xbox. That's our investment. We're investing on taking our games and putting them everywhere other than PlayStation. That's where the investment is coming for gaming for them. Think about that shit. It's crazy. They just did a deal with Bandai Namco.
Exactly.
It's a gaming company. It's a gaming company, but what do they want the deal for? To take
Profits.
their properties and turn them into anime. They want anime. And anime's cooking. If you guys haven't seen our boy Madman's channel, he talks about a lot of different things. In anime, he's, the Demon Slayer movie is crushing it already.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just in Japan, doing big, huge numbers, right? Anime is doing like
they are
amazing
winning
numbers
with
now.
With anime.
So that's where they're investing, bro.
They need to go ahead and see if this is gonna play out for them or not. Yeah, guys, check out Madman's channel.
Yeah, the world's gonna be left with Xbox fans and anime fans.
Yes.
PlayStation fans are just gonna dissolve and turn
this
into
is gonna
Xbox
get very interesting next gen. It really is. We'll see how this plays out, right?
Like you said, Hargi, go back to your older games. I don't think Lego Horizon did so well on the Switch because I feel like we would have heard something about it. But and like you said, Hargi, it was putting you to sleep. So I can only imagine how bad it was. So, but going back to games like Little Big Planet, Ratchet, going ahead and I mean, I know you guys remember them saying that they can strip the PlayStation stuff out of Astrobot. So if they were to do that, right, there's a reason why they brought that up. If they were to do that and go ahead and replace it with Nintendo stuff, like I feel like that would do well there too. Heck, throw in Mario for them. I'm just saying, I feel like this is just the way for them to go.
I mean, honestly, I gotta tell you, like, if I'm being honest, I don't think any of that small shit is gonna matter
on the Switch.
Anywhere. Lego Horizon didn't matter. I don't think any of those games are good enough.
That one was tricky though.
I think none of those games are good enough. We own Ratchet. The game is whack. Like it's
Little Big Planet was
Little Big Planet,
game.
But you have to give a
Switch
shit about Little Big Planet, right? And like we haven't cared about Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet hasn't done anything for us for the longest of times, right?
Yes, but I'm talking about the Nintendo audience, right?
They have Mario. Like they're not like Nintendo
but
fans.
to expand on that, I do think a game like that would probably be the
do
better
something, right?
platform.
Even if it sells like a few 100,000 copies, 1 million copies, that's a lot for PlayStation, right? So
of something that's
not
really doing anything right now, Hargi.
Yeah, I just don't. I think when they have their outlook on what they're investing in, I don't think they're investing in back, right? They have Nixes for that, right? This is the point what I'm trying to say. They don't need to do all this shit to take their old games and put them places. They already have that capability.
So what the hell is this for?
This
one game a year?
Future. No, this is about thinking. No. This is about them looking. Remember, we talked about how they have to go to SIE leadership, show them the numbers, show them what makes sense. This is going to be them going and saying, listen, we could actually go ahead and make this game better because our numbers show that it's actually probably going to do better on Xbox or it's going to do better on PC. So we can invest more money in this game. This is a fundamental shift at PlayStation going forward. They are going to be determining everything they do around the idea of these games going everywhere. And that is what this is about. This is not about old shit. Nobody cares about the old shit. The old shit failed. You're not going to bring it. Look at Final Fantasy 16, came over here, did dog shit.
Yeah.
You know, again, the people who bought it on Xbox, cool, but it didn't chart for the whole month, right? Across all the consoles, because overall, people don't give a shit about the old game. It's old. They didn't care about it when it was brand new. When it was brand new, people weren't buying it like crazy. So the fact that it came out now, of course, nobody cares. Those old games mean nothing to anyone. If you're doing it at low cost for nothing, sure, but that's not what this is about. This is about their future. They're hiring for their future, not their past. They're making all their decisions going forward based off of the new leadership who's going to be talking to them and walking the SIE leadership through what it means to put their games on these different platforms. This is a different ball game. This is not just we have these games, let's move them. This is not about Spider-Man 1 or any of that shit. That was all going to be handled by Nixus. That was going to happen regardless of how you do it. I see Nib has responded.
Oh boy.
Nib has he wrote his, it's not as long as I was expecting.
Of course.
All right. It's not as long as I'm expecting, but let's see. Let's experience this together.
That's what she said?
Does Nib what?
That's what she said?
Oh shit, that's wild. That's real wild. That's real wild.
Stop by.
All right. So Nib writes his post here. He says a job listing at Sony seeks a role to assist the commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios titles beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. There's no mention of being limited to live service games. It does, however, imply a staggered, not full multi-platform day-and-day release. Yo, they're so sad. Oh my god, let me get this. It's not going to be all day and date, right? Kind of like Avowed is not day and date, or
correct. As I mentioned, several
Hellblade,
games are not day and date. Starfield is still
or
not
any
there.
of these other ones, but that didn't stop them from saying Xbox is dead, though, right? Okay, cool. It does, however, imply a staggered, not full multi-platform day-date release strategy like hashtag Xbox is pursuing, though in this industry, things can quickly evolve. Oversee the out-of-year, mid-range commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios titles across all non-PlayStation platforms. We'll be curious to see how this develops over the coming years and whether PlayStation stick to a careful, curated hybrid strategy Herman Hulse announced only a few weeks ago, or something broader. If Xbox's new console is a hybrid PC, PlayStation games would also be on there anyway. So his little grasp here is hoping that it doesn't mean that it's full on day and date. It's just after release. That's what he's hoping in his heart. But that's why they're spending all the money. That's why, because they want to do it, years
Even
later.
If they are, whatever. And he also mentions here things can evolve quickly, right? So things can.
Well, of course,
evolve.
That's like when you say GTA 6 is going to be 60 FPS on the Pro, but things can change before launch, right? That's the same thing, right? You always put as long as you say things can change, then whatever you say is okay, right?
It's okay, yeah.
It looks like he isn't like saying it's not happening. It's happening. It's done.
Oh no. He seems to have the acceptance. I think if we bring up
accepting it, yep.
There's the other dude over here. Where I got it. I did go ahead and get it here. So if we do this one, Porter Rock says, "Yeah, and thought I was grifting or exaggerating," and he links to the post, right? So he thought, he came out here basically, again, acceptance, right? And this is good to see, right? This is the level that they should be at, right? They should be out there going ahead and doing it at this level where they're accepting it, not where they're going ahead and trying to fight it, right? You have another one over here that we got the posts from right here. Oh, wait. You got Jay Barry saying, tried to tell you, I guess back in June 7th, 2024, he said third-party dev / publisher, but creates consoles. This is PlayStation. I mean, that was a year ago.
Wow.
He seems pretty confident about that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that didn't stop them from making fun of Xbox, right? And thinking that
nope. Yeah. It didn't stop anyone from going ahead trying to talk shit. Let's get the homie Fantus Archer in the building, man. Thank you for that $2 super chat, brother. Appreciate you, homie. Says, I'm donating to the I Love Hargeets Laughter Club. Oh, shit. Fantus Archer. There you go. You got JD Gamer in the building with that $2 super chat. Says, the strategy is to break the news to the ponies. That's what he's doing. They're doing it on a Friday night so that only some of them can hear it, and then it'll slowly disperse to them over time. It's a good time. JD Gamer back with another 2. Said, yeah, giving me Dark Doodle. Yes, indeed. That's always a thing. Freddie Fox in the building with that $2 super chat says, anime 60-day free trial of Crunchyroll on Xbox. Oh shit. Oh shit. You got Starkey Love in the building with that $5 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Says, first, K-pop Demon Slayer was fire. Demon Hunter, yes, was fire. Second, it's great for gamers in general and Xbox gamers in particular for all of this to happen. Exclusives dead. I mean, listen, you know, for the industry, I'm going to say I agree 100%. The industry needs this. These games coming out are not, like, all of them are not selling the way that people would desire for them to sell. That's just the reality of what it is. Fuck. Multi-platform games are not selling the way that people want them to be selling. So imagine companies who are spending a lot of money and just limiting it to one box, right? So for the industry to stay healthy, this is what's needed, right? These games need a chance to thrive. If you want PlayStation, if you're a PlayStation fanboy and you're saying, I love my PlayStation and I want them to keep making PlayStation games, I still want the PlayStation studios to function and live and be able to create titles, because now they're going to have a bigger adjustable audience that they could be releasing these games for. If you're a PlayStation fanboy, this is a huge W for you, because your studios now have a chance to stay relevant and not fall away because PlayStation is no longer willing to invest in these studios making games, right? Again, this is a huge deal for the industry as a whole. And hopefully as this becomes the norm, you end up with better competition, right? Because like I said before, one of the biggest things for me as somebody who has a PlayStation, the biggest thing for me is how immediately let down I've been, like, all this PlayStation 5 generation. Like, I bought games out of habit when they were dropping and I stopped. Like, I said, no, fuck this. Like, Spider-Man 2 was the last one that dropped that I said, okay, I'm going to buy, because it's just, they're not producing, bro. Even though I saw it with my eyes that it wasn't there, I was like, maybe there's something more. Right? Maybe there's something more. Maybe there's some magic when you get your hands on the controller and it's not there. It's PlayStation 4 magic, right? And we already been there, done that. I don't got time to live that life no more, right? So I think hopefully PlayStation doesn't just use this as an opportunity to extract more money for their mediocre shit, and instead actually say, okay, now that more people have the potential to buy, we can invest a little bit more and make sure it's reaching higher levels, because they have not been reaching any higher levels at all. We got the homie JD Gamer back with another $2 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Says, what is that DC guy going to do now? PlayStation's dead. I mean, we'll see if he does. We'll see how he spins it, right? Like, that's going to be the question, right? How are these dudes going to spin it on their next videos, on their next live streams, right? How are they going to go ahead and do this? So we already got an idea, right? So Nib is already trying to take the angle of, but it's not day and date. So before, it's PlayStation would never do this. Now, well, it doesn't look like it's going to be day and date. Okay. So that seems like that's their new angle that they're going to try to go ahead and take, right? We went through the whole listing, right? And we heard everything and we went through everything. And when it goes through it, this is about hiring somebody to go ahead and be part of a team whose entire identity and reason for existing is to bring PlayStation Studio games off PlayStation hardware. That's the entire reason they exist. I do not believe they exist because they're going to be living in the past. I do believe that they're working with the developers once this gets into full effect to begin looking at what makes sense bringing games over to these other platforms. And that is why this is happening. This is why they're spending as much money as they are. Again, the guy at the bottom who is reporting to 3 layers above him. So he's reporting to somebody who's reporting to somebody who's reporting to somebody, all in the same team. He at the bottom is making anywhere between $250 and $350.
Damn.
So what are the guys above him going to be making? That shows you what they see as the value for this new kind of foundational shift that they're now doing. And that's fucking huge, bro. We got the homie Starkey Love back with another $2 super chat. Says Xbox so far ahead of Sony. Good, they're following. I mean, we know for a fact that Sony has always followed Xbox's lead, right? This is just what they've done, right? Every step of the way, they're always following. And this was no different. This was expected. We knew this was going to happen. This is not something that we are confused about. I don't sit there and think to myself, man, I wasn't expecting something like this. We know it. We've been saying it since the CEO of Sony made the announcement. And then when Hiroki came out, go back, go look through all our videos, go look through our live streams, look at the topics, go back since January of 2024, go back and look. We've been talking about this nonstop because this is the reality. The people who get paid those dollars at the top don't say shit for fun. They say shit because that's what they're looking to do. They're shareholders that they have to contend with. They didn't give a shit. They came out and they said it. Our games are going to be everywhere. Now, we joked about this, saying that the game, is coming to Xbox. And when I say we joked about it, it's not we joked about it. We're talking about it because for us, it's funny that it's coming to Xbox because that's where the ponies were dying for it not to go to, right? So that's the angle we have where we're joking about it. But let's not get this twisted. This is not limited to Xbox. They're bringing their games to Nintendo, Steam, Epic Game Stores, and mobile as well. This is not just one port job. This is their strategy. This is where they're going. And I could tell you right now, for anybody who thinks their strategy is going to be, we're going to pay all this money for a group of people who are supposed to be getting our games everywhere. And what we're going to do is make sure that our games are going to go later on when there's less likely the chance that people be excited and actually buy the game, right? If you're hinging on that, if that's going to be your new angle, prepare to be disappointed. Okay, prepare to be disappointed. The games will, whether PC, Nintendo, Xbox, they will all eventually start going day and date because that's what they are gearing up for. You don't gear up to keep shit the same. You gear up, you spend the extra money because you're making a big change. And that is a huge thing. It's funny because I remember when there was like during the times, right, where Bethesda was getting bought, Activision was getting bought. one of the things that I remember hearing, and I know like Paris had said it. I'm sure a lot of people have said it over the time, but like when each one was getting bought, the idea was you don't spend that much money and keep everything the same, right? The at the time they didn't quite know what that actually truly was going to mean, right? At the time, they were thinking that meant we're going to have exclusives instead of not exclusive. But what that meant was that they're spending all this money, they're investing all this money, they're trying to grow and expand gaming, not spend all this money and then shrink how many people are going to play the games that are happening. So that is obviously the way that this have played out. Things have changed for the better. Now games have a bigger chance of success. That means we have more chance of getting more games. That's what we want. PlayStation is now joining the same path as Microsoft. They have seen it just like everybody else. They've been hurt by it just like everybody else. We've seen all these game releases. Every game they released on PlayStation 5 that was a sequel or the follow-up to a game on PlayStation 4 has done less. That is their trajectory for every single game they have. They look at the high mark of the PlayStation 4 version and they see a decline for the PlayStation 5 follow-up. What smart business people do is they take that line and they don't just stop at that game. They go and they keep that line going further. And they're saying, this is what we're in for. If we keep trying to sell to the same group of people, this is what is happening. It's not going to change. Therefore, they're going to change, right? They are going to change. They are putting it in writing. This is not a trickery. Like they're not being cute with the words. They're not saying, oh, and other consoles. No, they are defining games are going to be coming to Steam, Epic, Xbox, Nintendo. Point blank. There's no confusion. No confusion. Baby, let me ask you, when you see how blunt they're being, right? When you see how focused they're being, saying this is happening, it's a multi-platform strategy, and everything is going everywhere. Do you feel like this is something that they're going to keep doing this tippy toe? Oh, maybe we're going to release a few here and release a few there. Or do you think that this is something that they're diving in head first?
Yeah, this is obviously, they're just putting it out there for everybody to know. This is how they're moving forward. It's done. So.
I agree. What about you guys? Demo, when you see that, does that make you feel like this is a let's see what's happening? Let's temper our expectations. I know we're spending hundreds of $1,000s on people to do this job, but let's put our toe in.
Well, I mean, Neep said it right there in his tweet. Like when the next Xbox releases, the PlayStation games are gonna be there anyway, so it might as well go ahead and do it right now. And this is like him skipping all the stages and going right to acceptance. And I think it's the best thing that they can do. And that's a reality. This is what we're seeing. And this is where the industry is going. And we're going to see more PlayStation games coming on Xbox, more Xbox games coming on PlayStation, vice versa. And we're also going to see Nintendo indulging in these third-party practices as well in the future. I think they're going to be the last ones to bend their knees to this strategy. But eventually, I think Nintendo is going to do it, but they're going to start doing it with mobile because I think that matches their platform more. And I think it's perfectly fine. They could like release their games in mobile, no problem. I think, and I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna the fact that in the next 10 years you're gonna be able to buy a piece of hardware and play all these games. Like you won't have to think about whether it's a PlayStation or Xbox or whatever the fuck it is, and then you just want something to play games and everything is available in there. I think that's the way they should have been from the beginning. And I love it. I love to see the pony tears. I'm about to make a Twitter post. Remember that pony that I showed you last time that was eating the L? Yeah,
yep.
I'm dropping that on Twitter. They're gonna be eating their L's with no seasoning, right? Because ponies don't like that shit. Ponies don't season their chicken, so they don't season their L's either. So there you have it, man. Yeah, they're definitely doing this, and they're looking for somebody who spread their wings and fly through all the third party skies. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, it is what it is. What can we say, man? We warned you. I think I had like a first live stream that I did that it was like I think 2 years ago. I think that's when Hiroki Totoki came out and said, "Where there's computing, right?" That famous phrase that nobody
Yeah,
wanted to
absolutely.
admit, and everybody say, "Computing, it's got to be PC." No, 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 no. Computing means everything. There's computing in your phone. There's computing in a freaking tablet. That means everything. So yeah, there you have it. It's gonna happen. For now, though, I don't think the PlayStation has the manpower to do these ports and release the games they want. This is what I believe. This is why I believe that they're not gonna do they want, and then they're gonna do maybe a few months of exclusivity. But it's not because that's what they want, but basically what they're able to do, given the manpower and the people who they can get behind working on these games. For example, the only studio right now that is porting games is Nix's, right? And they don't really have the manpower. They have to like prioritize their games too, right? So we're gonna start seeing games that are probably older, right? I would say like games like Spider-Man, maybe games like Days Gone, PS4 type games, beginning of the generation type games, starting to release on different platforms, with more cadence. But at the same time, I cannot see them doing first, day one, uh, simultaneously, platforms because of the manpower. They don't have the
Yeah, but
power to produce these games.
I feel like that might be more of like the thought that PlayStation still has this desire to keep these ponies entertained, because I think when we think about manpower, we also look at Claire, Expedition 33. They have no manpower. They put their game everywhere, right? Games release every day on every console. So
Yeah.
Sony studios absolutely have the capability, and frankly, that's what this is about, right? Making sure that their connections are made, everything is lined up so that they can, in fact, release wherever and however they want. They've already done games later. They don't need a team to do that, right? They don't.
Right.
They don't need a team to put that
Yeah, this
into
is
the
for the
situation.
future. This is for the future. I would say like next generation, they'll probably gonna kickstart would be more consistent when it comes to releasing games to those platforms. But right now during this time, they can't even get Ghost of Yote out yet. So they
Facts.
busy. They are trying to get their games out that they need to be released. But this is like a good way for them to make extra money, dropping some older games that are not making any money on their platform. And all these third party deals and everything, maybe like get rid of some of that and just like bank and make some money off of it. So man, it is what it is, man. They're done third party. They've been third party for a while. People just don't want to to admit it. But I never thought that they were gonna say Xbox though. This that's a surprise
But
because I
that's what.
knew.
But again, that's the old mentality, right? The old mentality is that Sony cares too much about the ponies, right? They
Right.
care too much to hurt their feelings, so they won't say it. They'll dance around the words. That's what they did before. When Hiroki said it, he said it's going to be everywhere. Or the CEO of Sony said it. He said it's going to be everywhere, but he didn't say Xbox. Hiroki said it's going to be on other places, like all other platforms, all this stuff. Like he said everything except saying the word Xbox. The fact that they are here right now saying that the games are coming to Xbox, and not only are they coming to Xbox, but literally the leadership that they have in place is literally for PC and Xbox. It's almost like Nintendo is actually the afterthought, because it takes more energy to put a game over there, right?
Yeah.
It's the weakest hardware, right? So they're gonna have to figure out what games are going to work on that platform, because those players are not the same as Xbox and PlayStation players, right?
Yeah.
They might be secondary or whatever, but like the pure Nintendo people that they would like to get, that's not going to happen with everything. And that alludes to more of what Doodle was saying earlier, where if they make like this might give another Ratchet and Clank a chance to be made.
Right.
They might make a new Ratchet and say, okay, now let's put it everywhere. Let's put it on Nintendo because that game might hit. Right. Let's make a new Little Big Planet. Maybe Little Big Planet is now safe. Maybe Media Molecule, instead of, we all wondered, how are they not dead? Right. What are they doing? Dreams
They may be
nothing. They're making nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe with this new shift, they went ahead and said, okay, let's bring back Little Big Planet and let's make a new one. Like, I know when Doodle was saying it earlier about bringing back these other IP, I was talking about, I don't think they're going to go and bring back that old stuff that they have. And I believe that. I don't think they're going to go back, but I do think that those IP that they have now that there's a much broader, space for them to release into, especially with the hype around the Switch 2 and things of that nature. Yeah, I think there is a chance now that they could go ahead and say, okay, let's go ahead and make a brand new Ratchet and Clank. Let's see what it does. Let's put it everywhere. Let's give it a shot. Let's market it on Nintendo's platform, right?
Yeah.
Let's
It also come down with like strategy. There's some games that are obviously not gonna hit on Nintendo, and some games that they might try to like bring to Xbox that the Xbox people are not interested in. But I think it's gonna be strategic from now on, and they're gonna pick and choose what games that they're gonna put in whatever platform based on the players' demand. So that's
agreed.
That's what's going on. Yeah.
Hargy, what about you, man? Like, do you in this particular type of conversation where it's like, does this type of investment, does this mean, with the way they're so blatant and how they're talking about it, that the goal is not to do the same whenever it happens, but instead bring it to a point where we're making this investment because we want the most bang from our buck, and we know, factually speaking, that the most bang for the buck is always on release and never on the back end, right? Secondary releases never blow up that way.
Yeah, so there's an interesting point of like the next gen, because at that point they don't have to worry, right? Because next gen, from an Xbox perspective, they could just buy the game on Steam, right? So this is a play of saying the existing Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, how much can we leverage that? For Nintendo, it's whatever Nintendo puts out, right? And then how do we take advantage of those markets? Do we create strategic partnerships and maybe get a better store discount? Make sure our releases align at the right times, right? Because Xbox is a massive publisher now on PlayStation, right? That's just the way it is,
Facts.
right? And they put a lot of games there that could compete with their games. Is it better for them to coordinate that and say, hey, we're releasing this game in the, whatever September timeframe. Therefore, hey, Xbox, don't put your game there, put it here, or something like that, right? And maybe they do all that right now. I don't know if they do that today or not, but that would be something that you would coordinate, right? And say, like, I don't want to cause your platform to have issues, right? But we want to also sell on your platform. Fair enough, right? So that might be part of what this is. I just don't think you need that many people for this. This is all new people, right? It looks like this is all new people.
Mm-hmm.
So this person's going to come in and then hire these other 3 people that work for them. And, then they report up to some VP who reports up to another, senior or something. And then that goes up to Herman. So there's a lot of layers of this, but is this something they could just do for a year or two and say, yeah, we don't want to do it? Yes, it is still possible that could happen, right? I don't think that's the case, though. I think they see the writing on the wall, just like the entire industry does, that the movement, the growth is not on console, it's on mobile, it's on PC. That's just the world, and they see that, and they're like, how do we get there, right? And if I can take advantage of other platforms like Nintendo and Xbox along the way, why not, right? Because, look, I could stay buried in the sand and say, all right, I'm not going to look at the fact that that's where things are going, and I'll just keep doing my PlayStation, and that's all I need to do. Fair enough, but eventually that is going to fail. So what do you do, right? You position yourself for the future, and that's what Hiroki's doing. He's like, I don't care about your console war. Keep selling the console. That's great. I have property. I have IP. I want to make money off of the IP however I can, That's the whole point of this, right? Is make money, right? And that was what they put out as their vision, right? You go back like a half a year or whatever. They had their condo thing, right? That vision. This is what they want to do. They want to take advantage of their IP and make money off of the IP. So I think this is Hiroki saying, I've heard you like for last 2 years now, and I don't see the movement towards what I want. So you're going to go hire this team, and then I want the numbers. I want the numbers. I don't care what you want. I want the numbers, and you show me. and I'm going to see that the numbers are going to work for me. And then you're going to do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if these people stay, but it's going to be pretty obvious at some point that like, gee, if I put a game out on Nintendo, that I will sell some copies, right? And that N number of copies on a, let's say 60, 70, 80 million Switch 2s, right? Whatever it is that are out there, I'll get 1% or 2%. And that's enough for me to port the game over and make $50 million, $100 million. Like, why would
especially when your pipeline,
especially when your pipeline is already set up to do it, right?
Yeah.
So once you have all these ducks in a row and everybody is functioning, all the relationships are built, everybody knows what's going on, then there's no, oh my God, I'm releasing over here. It is so much more money to release over there. No, if that was the case, Expedition 33 wouldn't have released everywhere, right? And what's the Eternal Strands wouldn't have released everywhere, right? Atomfall wouldn't have released everywhere, right? These little nothing companies wouldn't be able to afford it. It's just the reality of the case, right? So the fact that once they're making this game, the slight differences between them is not going to be something that they're going to say, oh my God, if I don't sell this much over there, I'm done. No, they're going to look at it like, whatever comes from over there is extra that we were not making before, right? And the one thing I would say, and the only one thing I would disagree, Hargi, is that if once they do this, there's no going back. There's no version of this that they let the genie out the bottle and then try to put it back in. Once games are going everywhere, they're not going to be like, well, we tried it for a little bit and it failed. It's just, no, we're here now. I tend
to agree. I'm just saying that there's no way I could say 100% it's not going to happen, but you're right. There's a vast majority chance it's going to keep happening. They're going to see, even if you just look at Nintendo and say, gee, I put 5 games there and we made an extra $300 million. And am I going to say no to that going forward? No. You're going to make it $300 million. Because look, the porting cost, yes, there's a porting cost. Maybe it's a couple $100,000, right? Maybe it's up to $1 million. But if you're making 300, it's like, yeah, it's worth it. Even if you make 50, it's worth it. It's just extra gravy. It's just pure profit. Nothing else needs to happen. You've already made your money on your PlayStation. Why not make extra? That's what they see, right? You put like a game on PC, sell 500,000 copies. All right. You make 25, 30, $40 million. You're like, okay, so it cost us say 500,000 to make that. That's $40 million we just made in pure profit. That just goes right to bonuses, right to the shareholders. Where's the downside, right?
Covers the cost of these people.
Yeah, you like exactly like the porting cost is like how much it costs to put it over. On the point of Nixus, most of the games that they have that we're going to go to PC have kind of already been ported. So Nixus is sitting there, and they have those Xbox dev kits. It's like time to start moving some of these games to Xbox. Like, why not, right? They have that option now. So I think this is kind of the strategy for the next few years is to figure out what games they can bring over, and Nixus can bring them over, right? And new future games, fair enough, but at least the back catalog of the last few years, they can bring those over and sell something, right, to Nintendo and Xbox. And again, it's once you've built it for PC, it's not as big of a port now to go to Xbox because it's the same backend, development environment. So it really is just kind of validation. Make sure that you have everything squared up as far as your performance, and make sure it works. Make sure there's no bugs left on the console part of it, because there's a few little stretches there, right, that they have to figure out, and then get the certification and put it out there, right? So it's like a 6 months to a year, port. So I just don't see the big difficulty there for Nixus to kind of take the games that have already been porting over and say, well, we can put those on Xbox if you want. And so Helldivers 2, I think, is the first big test. If that does well enough, you can just see more of them coming over. And there are games that would sell well, and there are games that they might want to do a partner deal with to go into Game Pass. Those are my guesses. And I don't
Wow.
see a downside to that from either side. It's really a question of if it works for both of them, do they want to do it or not, right?
Hold up, Hargy. I got a question. So you're telling me that these games, some of them are gonna come to Game Pass? This will be crazy
well,
because
MLB The Show has already been in Game Pass.
Oh no,
Like,
yeah,
Death
yeah,
Stranding's
yeah,
already been in Game Pass.
But they don't count that one. They don't count that one.
They don't have to count that one, but it was there, and they have the metrics. And like if you're Returnal
And that
you wanna,
relationship
like,
was already established to be
it's
able to
already
go
there,
into
yeah,
Game
exactly,
Pass.
right? So
Mm.
and you know, if you're gonna have this whole team, and you're telling me you're not gonna say, okay, talk to me about Game Pass, like why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Right? Except for some ponies, right? Who might get annoyed. Who cares? Like if
Yeah.
they could get a bag of like $30 million to put, you know, I don't know, put like Spider-Man Miles Morales in there. Like that's $30 million that they just made. Even if it sells like afterwards, who cares? It's 30. You just made $30 million. Like and like from an Xbox perspective, like, hey, we have a new Spider-Man that's in you know Game Pass.
That's
Like
crazy.
but like you have to look at it from a business perspective, right? Does it
Yeah.
attract customers? Yes or no? Yep. Does it give money to the developer? Yes. Done. That's really all that matters here, right? So the publisher Sony will have money coming in, and that's what they want. It's like direct payment right now. They could even have incentives that say, hey, if you know, somebody plays it for like 10 hours, give us more money. Okay, fair enough. They could work that deal, right? Does it help both of them? That's all that matters, right? And so they can figure out what they want to do. And like right now, it's already done what it's going to do for sales. So now it's a question of how do you get incremental value from your IP, right? And so I could totally see them do a Game Pass deal. Now, how lucrative it is, that's all between them. That's their, you know, that's the accountants figuring shit out. I don't care. They'll work it out.
Not our
Right?
problem.
Not my problem, right? But could it happen? Absolutely. And you know, like, and that would be the strategy stuff that they would keep working, and why this team might still continue to exist is how do we gain value? People might not realize like EA and Ubisoft, they actually put third-party games in their services too. So they could put
They
this
do.
shit in there.
That's factual.
There's nothing stopping them from doing that. Right. So like you could have that. You could, you know, put it on oh, where do you go?
Demo fell
Someone
away
just dropped
somewhere. Yeah, nah, he'll be back. He must have hit the
but anyway,
wrong button.
so yeah, I mean, I I don't think they will go back. I think once they do this, it's gonna work, and I think it'll
even this message right
Right.
here, bro. Like just putting this out there is
Yeah.
damning to the ponies, right? To their bread and butter, right? So like just doing this was already revealing, right? Like it already played their cards. They can't put it back. Like they can't.
It's
They already
so
showed their hand. Like they
detailed.
can't bring it back.
It's so detailed, right? Normally, even if you're
Literally.
hiring somebody for this, you would be very nebulous, and you would just like when you have the interview with the person under like an NDA, you would say, "Well, these are the things we're looking at."
Yep.
No, this is we're just gonna put this shit
Exactly
fully out there.
This would
is,
not
like,
be the way this
detailed.
would be listed, bro. This would be like you're gonna have things with, you know, porting or whatever it is. They will keep it very generic, and
Yeah,
then over the
exactly.
phone or in person, they'll go and do the deeper dive, right? But
Yeah,
this
it'd be
is just
like,
like
you know,
no,
partner content strategy or something like
You-
that. We
you
just
know
put a
why, Hargy?
content partner strategy
because they
for-
want. I tell you right now, they want people. They don't want to limit it to people who are only focused on PlayStation, right? They want people who are from all parts of it. They want Xbox execs to be looking at this position, looking at their check and saying, man, I make like 200. You're telling me if I go do this, I'll make 250, 300, 350, right? Like that's why they're doing this, right?
Yeah.
Um,
This is interesting times, man. Like this putting it out this way really is a telling thing, right? They are
Right.
absolutely like you can't walk this back, right? It's out here
Nope.
now. And so now you basically have set the expectation. This is the way it is.
Right.
So yeah, I mean it's I don't see them rolling it back, but could they? Absolutely. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Like things evolve, right? Anything could happen. It just doesn't seem likely at this point that they would do that. I think they're just going to continue down
yeah,
this
seems
path.
highly
And
unlikely.
more and more stuff is going to keep coming over. And I still think Nixis is going to port over all these recent games and older games to Nintendo and Xbox. I think that's like, because they've run out of the PC thing. What's left is Astro. I think that's it, right? What do they not have over? Oh, GT. I think Gran Turismo hasn't come over.
Yeah, I mean the rest is all for Xbox, right? Like anything else Nixis is doing, that's why they have the new boxes, right? They have the
I think that's what they're doing.
It's to bring old stuff over. But again,
and I think Helldivers
wasn't required. This wasn't required for that, right? And frankly, the fact that they're hiring this without having the Helldivers even take place is also telling, right? Because they're like, yeah, I mean, we're moving forward with this, right? Like they're not gonna say this and then be like, I don't think so, and then oh wow, it did really good. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And like this is a hey, we already know this shit works. Like there's no, I mean, let's be clear. This is simple math. If I have one product to sell, if I have a certain amount of people to sell it to, is it better to sell it to the smaller number or the bigger number? Always better to sell to the bigger number.
That's second grade math right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting times, man. The next few years are going to be very interesting. I don't know when this starts to show up, but I would expect it shows pretty fast. I would.
Well, Helldivers already here. What are you talking about, Harky?
Yeah.
But
they haven't even hired this person, right? So I think they're going to start the metrics with Helldivers 2. And that's going to go up to Hiroki, and he's going to say, yep, green light, we're putting these games on there. I don't care how long it takes. We're putting them on. You get me these games on all these platforms. I want to see the money after, I put them everywhere. So, yeah. And look, this whoever strategy team, whatever this team can work out deals with Xbox on putting stuff in the Game Pass. Why not? Absolutely do it. What the heck? But yeah, I just think some of these games will sell anyways. Some of them won't. Right. So like, if a game didn't do well on PlayStation, don't expect it to light up a storm on freaking, Xbox. It's like, it's not going to be that much better. Right. So Returnal sold like 500,000 copies. Don't expect that to sell 4 million copies on Xbox. It ain't going to happen. Exactly. Right. So just keep the expectations in check. You got half the number of consoles. It's not going to, it is what it is. Right. So you have to just deal with that. At best, you're going to sell maybe 100,000 copies or something like that. Just like expect that's what it is. That's at best. But if you put it in Game Pass, you get a lot of engagement. People will download it and try it, and maybe they'll love it, right? And that's the beauty of Game Pass, right? So yeah, they might buy it, right? So either way, I see this as a good potential for them, but I don't think they're going to just get rid of it. I think once it works, because it will, especially the Nintendo one. I can't imagine Nintendo won't buy any of it, right? They have so many consoles out there. Like, why wouldn't you put stuff on Nintendo and just take advantage of that market? And as it goes to Switch 2, that's going to start picking up as well. Like, yeah, why not take advantage of it, right? And with Xbox kind of becoming more PC centric and Xbox, it's going to be a very interesting environment, and take advantage, right? There's just no reason not to take advantage. People who want to buy a PlayStation will still keep buying a PlayStation, right? There's going to be some churn, just like we had on this side, where some people are going to be so annoyed and like, oh, I'm going to go away from Xbox. Okay, good for you. Like, whatever. Like, what is it? 5% of people? Fine, buy. Right. But the rest of the people are still going to keep buying it. So it doesn't matter. They'll buy their PlayStation. They'll buy their Xbox. It doesn't matter. Right. So as long as they're on the ecosystem, they're still making money that way. If they can get more revenue for their games, why the hell not? Right. They are still not sure what happens after 10 years or at this point, 8 years, whatever it is, when Call of Duty, that contract goes away. What happens? I mean, I would expect Xbox doesn't care. They're going to put their games everywhere. Right.
Of course.
But there's no guarantees. The next person that replaces Phil could be somebody who's like, you get the hampered version because I said so. There's not shit they can do about it. It's just the way it is.
Facts.
Right.
Now there's real quick. We have our boy DUK, not a broke boy insider, with that $2 super chat says, just check, still no Dreamcast guide video yet. I don't think there's gonna be one for a while, man. Yeah. They have to figure out how to spin it to make it work for them. But
it's on vacation now.
Yeah, I know. You can be like, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't know it happened. Starkey Love with that $5 super chat says, the media tried. They tried to tell us Xbox was dead and Sony was thriving when It was the exact opposite. Today makes them all look like fools. Now that's
I
a
wish they
very
would
interesting
internalize that, but I think
scenario because
yeah.
how do you think this is going to get handled? Do you think this is a announce it like report it, because they always report it, but never mention it again, sweep it under the rug? Or are they going to start trying to create a space where it becomes more embraced now that PlayStation is doing it?
I think they have to eventually grapple with this, right? That the market is shifting to Xbox, whether they like it or not. The majority of games that are making money on PlayStation are Xbox games. I mean, this is just the way it is. Like, all those narratives are kind of failing, in front of their face. People liked PlayStation for some reason, and a lot of the media went in that direction. Fair, fine, whatever, but that's just not the way it is anymore. You can't deny Xbox in the gaming world anymore. You just can't. They're just too big. So you'd want to have all of Activision, all of Blizzard, all of King, all of Bethesda, and Xbox Game Studios to fail if you want Xbox to fail. That is a massive hit to gaming. I just don't see how that's viable anymore. You have to now just realize that they're here to stay, and platform-wise, they own the biggest gaming platform that outside of mobile, which is PC. And you can keep complaining about that being, oh, it's an open platform and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. It's Windows, by and large. They own it. That's it. It's the way it is. And they own the telemetry. They know what you're doing on those boxes. They know what's happening. They know what games you play. They know. And so it's their bloody platform, and they're going to target the shit out of it. You see, they're already merging it with Xbox. This is what they're doing. So it's going to be very hard to ignore this now. It is. So they can keep trying to poo-poo Xbox. It's just not going to work. At some point, people are going to be buying these things. They're going to be playing on them and say, why are you poo-pooing my Asus ROG? I like it. Why is it a bad device? Why are you doing that? Well, I bought the MetaQuest, Xbox edition. It's cool. Why is it bad? Right? Eventually, people are just going to say, I've had enough of your negativity. Go away. Right? And that, they have to contend with that, right? So right now they get a lot of views, a lot of clicks, and the negative engagement. What happens when most of those people are like, I'm just tired of this negativity, and PlayStation's doing the same goddamn thing. By the way, I keep poo-pooing Game Pass, but fuck, they got all these games in there that I wanted to play, and I don't have to pay more than freaking $20 a month. Like, what the fuck? Why am I not doing that? Right? Eventually it wears down. All these bullshit narratives. I support the devs. Really? You sure you support the devs? I recall there being a certain game that you didn't support the devs, and the fucking studio had to die after 2 weeks of being out. Like, stop. Don't talk to me about supporting the devs. Talk to me about supporting your wallet, and talk to me about supporting your hobby. I don't usually see a lot of people telling, people, why aren't you buying the more expensive car? Why aren't you buying the more expensive TV? You just buy the shit you want to buy, bro. Like, what? How does it matter? I don't care how they make money. I care how I make money, how I spend my money. I don't care.
100%. That's the only thing that matters.
Problem, right? If Ubisoft Plus exists, and it does, and they gave me a deal for like 100 and whatever it was, $20 for the year, I'm like, heck yeah, why not? I can get that, and I can play all their games for a year, all their Ultra Edition. Hell yeah. If that doesn't make them money, not my problem. They gave me the offer. I took the offer. It's up to me to take the offer if they give me something of value. If they're
getting it for a reason.
Go away. Exactly.
People acting like games it's like gold. It's like like they
what?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's so weird.
Crazy, right?
Gamers are so crazy. Now, the question is, Hargi. Now that the Sony PlayStation fanboys got nothing really to say to the Xbox dudes, like
they're still not coming in here, by the way.
No, of course they're not gonna come, bro. Everybody went to sleep already. I just want today to pass. with the gun.
They open up Twitter.
I don't know, man.
They're like, fuck me, man.
with the gun.
Went to bed. I'm calling it.
shaking. Like I'm just gonna think about it tomorrow, let it marinate. Maybe I just finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna say, like, now that you know how it is, every time you say something to a pony, or the pony will say something to you, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, we play on Game Pass or whatever." They'll be like, "Oh, but we got your games." Like, what is it that they're gonna say now? Like that we're eventually gonna get their games. It's just it's just like that weird karma that Sony PlayStation fans, bro, get, bro. They've been so terrible, right? And I know a lot of people will go ahead and say, some Xbox dudes talk that shit, but everything started because Sony PlayStation fanboys were really like, like oppressive towards the Xbox dudes. Like, why do you play on Xbox? Like, I said it here many times. I have people come into my houses be like, like, why do you play on Xbox? I'm like, because it's cool. And like, bro, like, throw that shit away or something. Like, let me show you what I got on Game Pass. They go like, they leave my house like, goddamn, bro, like, you playing a lot of games. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing a lot of games, and you're spending a lot of stupid money, and you're dumb, and I'm smart, and that's how it goes. That's the reality. And
You're
now
dumb and I'm smart, and checks
yeah,
out.
right? Like, because everybody talks about like, oh, but what does the game look so good on your Xbox? Because it looks the same like as my PlayStation. Yeah, like they literally the same thing. They do the same thing. Like, one platform has cheaper games, better deals. I mean, that's where I choose to play because I'm smart with my money, right? And the other people be like, oh, the other one is more premium. Whoa, that's awesome for you. It's literally the same shit, but if you feel more premium, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's on you. But at the end of the day, both platforms do literally the same shit, bro. Like, you cannot really tell the difference, bro. Like, it's hard. Even if you put a Series S next to the Series X, it's kind of hard sometimes to be able to tell the difference. You have to go into like, like actual things that showed you numbers, right? So, I mean, that's the question. What are they going to say now? I'm just out here thinking, what is going to be the next thing? What is going to be the next thing that they come up with? I think they're gonna do the game sales, like how much their game sales in each platforms. Even though we got Game Pass, and we don't really have to be buying that many games, but whatever. If they want to measure it that way, you know how it is. Sony PlayStation fanboys will always find a way to turn the tide to their advantage, and that's just how it is. By the way, where in the hell is Doodle? Doodle, where you at? She's gone. She fell asleep.
Doodle will be back, I believe. I think she had to go do something. So we got the kitties. So
I just noticed
I know she had to go run up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. So we'll see.
Doodle, come back and spank these ponies, man. They're missing your chancla.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, listen, I do agree that this is gonna be a substantial shift, right? Like there's a reason why people are wondering what Dreamcast guy is saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why people are wondering what these other prominent ponies are thinking and saying about this, because this is such
BCG has admitted that he gets a lot of clicks on the negative Xbox stuff, right? And so the views matter, and that's fair enough. I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing. Obviously, you want the views and the money that comes with it. Fair enough. It is what it is, but that's why he does it, because negative Xbox news generates views. That's just the way it is, right? So that's why he does it, right? So he outright admitted it, right? So
I mean, it's true, and this is just a new way, right? This is the new way, and we've already known that this was the way. We knew this was coming, and when everybody was sitting there poo-pooing it, and the popular thing to have done was to sit there and say, how could Microsoft and Xbox do this to us? They're destroying gaming for Xbox. They don't care about Xbox. Okay, so we didn't buckle, right? We didn't sit there and cry and put on our thumbnails that Xbox is dead and it's over. How can they betray us? This is the worst scenario ever known to mankind. No, we knew that the games were always first. We knew that that's what mattered. We knew that Xbox was delivering in the best way possible for us
gamers. We knew that Game Pass reigned supreme and nothing can touch that. There was no form of this that I was going to start crying over bullshit. And look at what happened. Look at what happened. Who bent the knee and said, yeah, Xbox was right? Who? Right? First, it was Matt Piscatella yesterday, right? Because Matt Piscatella doesn't have like a strong love for Xbox or anything like that, right? But he was forced to come out and acknowledge the fact that at the end of the day, putting your games everywhere was the answer, right? Putting your game everywhere is the way you stay sustainable, is the way you can keep investing in this hobby that we all love, because they can make money and make more money than when they were going to make, right? So he knows that. He put that out there. And then today, PlayStation reaffirmed it, right? I would be surprised if this wasn't written by Mark Cerny himself. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here trying to lay down the rules here and let everybody know you can cry all you want, but we are going to do what's best for us, the company that is Sony, the company that is PlayStation. And what's best for them are for their games to be sold to as many people as possible, because that's where the money is. The fact that this happened today just proves that is 100%
Oh, I guess
the case.
Eastside Vandal just joined and doesn't know what happened.
Oh,
you know what
Eastside.
happened. Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna have to rewind to see all the real fun stuff at the beginning of the show. But basically, very simply, PlayStation has put, this is what you're seeing on the screen right now is from PlayStation. They are hiring an official position that is just one of many positions that they seem to already have filled. So it seems like they've taken some internal people and moved them into these spaces, and now they're looking for an external person to come kind of do all the grunt work, and then they have 3 levels of management that's going to make sure that what they do gets done properly. But it's all about bringing their games to Xbox, Steam, Epic Games, and Nintendo, and mobile. They are branching out, and they literally talk about moving away from, not moving away, but going beyond PlayStation hardware, right? Taking the games beyond PlayStation hardware, which is the shit that we always talk about, right? We knew that this was coming, and this is what Xbox is doing, right? They're saying, fuck it. This is about the games. Let's make the games. Let's make banger games. Let's make people love our games. And they've already succeeded in doing that, right? They put the game on PlayStation and people love them, right? So this is already in motion. And I mean, that's the beauty of what's happening now. And I opened up, listen, normally the ponies, when they come in here and you see ponies in here, they had to be in the chat for at least 30 minutes, at least one time, right? So they had to be subscribed to us for at least 30 minutes before they could come in here talking shit, because I want to make them pay for coming in here to talk shit. But I took it off. Okay. I turned it off. There is no limit here. Pony come in, talk shit. We had 2 come in and they babbled some nonsense that had no value, that had no argument, that made this look good or made this better for them. And to be clear, when I say better, I mean better for the pony argument, right? The one that they were having, what time? How long was that? Like 4 hours ago, like 4 hours ago, the way they believe things were, right? That argument they had is now not there, right? They have nothing to say. They're not going in to the tweets that we have, talking massive amounts of shit yet. We'll see. They're gathering their thoughts. We'll see how, so far Nib came out and said that, well, it's not day and date. That's what they think. That's going to be the new goalpost. Before it was no games are coming. PlayStation would never put their games on Xbox. And then now it's, well, it's not day and date. It's not day and date. Oh, okay, cool.
Except for Lego Horizon, except for all the live service games. Okay.
except for those.
Yeah. And then it'll be the next one. Oh, except for that one.
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be a goalpost to move, right? That's the crazy part of what they do. We got the homie JD Gamer in the building, man. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Appreciate that $5 super chat. Says PlayStation will put games on Xbox directly because Play Anywhere pays them a bigger cut than if it goes through Steam, which we know will be on Xbox 12 versus 30%. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so the PC
Interesting.
store for Xbox, that's how much they take is 12%. The Xbox side of it is different, but I believe it's a hybrid of something like that. I don't know what the actual numbers would be. The normal Xbox is 30%, but if you do play anywhere, you do get a better cut. So what that number is, I don't know. It might be like 18 or something like that, but it is definitely better than what you get for for normal. So yeah, that is a deal. It actually helps them, right? So they get a better cut. Now, Steam does go lower on the cut if you have a higher volume of sales. So if you can meet certain thresholds, they will cut your the amount that they take. But
Hargy already going viral with that picture of him and the games. Everybody's posting that shit.
oh, really? Nice.
What picture? Which one?
The one
The
him
one
with
where I had the
all
this
the
one.
games. Yeah,
Oh, that one there.
Yeah.
Oh, you good? Yo,
That's
Hargeet,
just
you've been
funny as
getting.
fuck.
I know you're not on social,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you've been getting
Yeah.
so
Hargeet's
much
famous.
smoke lately,
Oh,
and
really?
it's just so. Oh yeah. It's so wild because they're just so butthurt that you're not pandering to their needs and desires,
It's
and because
pain.
you're telling it how it is. It hurts them deeply. So now you're gonna make a new round of people cry. You know what I'm saying? Why does he have that
blame
picture?
that
Is
guy.
that real, guys? Is that real picture? I don't know. This is gonna
blame
happen.
that guy. It's not my problem.
Blame that guy.
Blame that guy.
Blame that guy.
Hargy is trending on Twitter. Hargy.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
hilarious.
Yeah, man.
That's
It's just
hilarious.
like, you know, it's just so funny that this is happening, right? And we got all these Sony PlayStation fanboys talking about how they love exclusives because the exclusive game means that the game was built from the ground up for the PlayStation, and then it's gonna be something special. I don't know, and it's just like, come on, man, let it go. Different times, different solution. Sony's not gonna leave any money on the table. You bet your ass that they're gonna capitalize in everything that they can, and it will continue to get even even more often that we get to see all these games coming to all platforms, not only Xbox, all platforms. It's not about Xbox. It's about like the fact that there's a lot of like phones out there, cell phones out there, ready to receive all these Sony PlayStation games. There's also tablets. There's also Game Pass. This it's crazy, and it's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt when you see one of these Sony PlayStation games coming on Game Pass and dropping on Game Pass. I know MLB, like Hargy said earlier, being on Game Pass, but they haven't been able to, admit it, right? Because it's MLB, right? Twisting Sony's arm with a chimera, you know what I'm saying? MMA move or some shit. And look, and Sony's not opposed to making some money. And I gotta give the flowers to this man right here in the picture because he's actually fixing the one thing that they weren't doing, bro. So this is not, like I said it again here. This is nothing bad, but y'all Sony PlayStation, bro, is gonna have to eat this L. And everybody who also went ahead and dish Xbox and talk shit about Xbox and went to Sony PlayStation just because they had some exclusives. Now they don't even have exclusives. Now they put their games on other platforms. So what was the purpose? What do you guys do? What was the whole point? What was all this crying about?
Just to embarrass yourself and to expose yourself.
Yep.
That's all it did. It just showed the world who you were.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reality, right? All that was for nothing. And I mean, after you think about how this news is taking place, really, with PlayStation and Sony, frankly, not giving three shits about any of the feelings that might exist out there. That is them showing that they understand what Microsoft did and they see that it works. Like we were talking, like I know we talked about like see what Helldiver's going to do. I think honestly, I think they were just waiting to see what numbers Microsoft was going to produce. I think they wanted to see how Microsoft was going to handle it, and they wanted to see the backlash from that and see how Microsoft handled it. And Microsoft didn't give three shits about the few people who were crying, because at the end of the day, when those numbers came out and they showed what? Did they show that Microsoft and Xbox were down and they made so little money on their last numbers? No. It showed that they were up. Well, how can they be up if the internet told us that Xbox was dying and they weren't going to help support them anymore, right? They were going to leave, and Xbox made more money, right? And that's all that these businesses speak, right? It's always money. Money's always the answer. And that is the reality of what it is. Let me get the homie Day Reezy with that $2. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Appreciate you, homie. Says something tells me it's going to be a great weekend. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good going into. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
oh no, it's Alex. Oh my
bro,
god,
I am
he's gonna have a field day with this.
I am so cocky right now. You know what I'm saying? I am so cocky right now. Like, as far as like going into Twitter, I can't wait. Like, I hope somebody writes some shit on my Twitter. Like, I hope so. I'm so cocky right now. I'm like, yo, bro, what are we even doing? This is it's a wrap for you, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap because you tied your identity to this.
Yep.
That's why it's a wrap for you. Because if PlayStation doesn't have exclusives, then you don't like them no more. That is why it's a wrap for you. See, everybody else who didn't do that, who didn't tie their lives around this idea that exclusives were the only thing that mattered, we all are winning. We all are getting more. I'm going to be such a winner because the moment that Naughty Dog drops the game on Xbox, and I don't need to have that stupid ass PlayStation anymore because I do like Naughty Dog, I don't have to fucking spend $1 outside on the PlayStation anymore.
I say do that now. You don't need to. If you don't have FOMO, you know it's coming to PC anyway.
Yeah.
So and by the time that game comes out, Xbox is gonna have Steam access. So
100%.
You don't need your PlayStation anymore.
You're good to go.
100%.
Bro.
Yo, CMoney, check your DMs. I'm gonna say, man, this is just proof that console wars were stupid all along. These companies trying to sell the console forgot what was really important. It was the games, being able to sell the games and support, your platform with more games. That was the whole gist. And they didn't really get it up until now, right? And the one who opened the doors for everybody was Microsoft. Of course, he's not gonna get any credit. Xbox, nobody's gonna give a shit about. They were the ones who did it first, and all the credit's gonna go to PlayStation. You will see, it's the same shit.
Facts. I mean, look. This is the thing. Like, again, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't have a good time going back and forth with these ponies on the platform stuff, right? On Xbox versus PlayStation. We did it. We had a great time doing it.
Yeah.
But again, things change and you evolve. Or you don't evolve and you just look stupid for the rest of your life because you're crying like a little bitch.
Sasha with hair. That's just
yeah, I know.
Oh, that's a third party deal money. He got some hair.
Yeah, he went and got the plugs. He couldn't afford it before on his salary, but now with this deal, now he can afford it.
That's a fucking crazy shit, bro. People be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it is important to understand that, as a gamer, this is 100% fantastic news.
Awesome.
Right.
And you know what?
100.
The fact that you said that and it's not gonna get clipped, You know, it makes you feel like, you know, like you're a grifter and all this. Like, you know, why don't you clip that shit? Like, you know, when we're speaking about real shit, like gamers won. The whole exclusive was bad for the gamers in general. Clip that shit, bro. Like, stop being, you know, keep it real. Like, come on,
They won't
let's get it.
clip
Of course.
anything like that. They only clip shit that makes them think that they somehow gotcha.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
stupidest shit. Is they never had. The crazy thing is this is how you know fucked up they are in their minds. They clip you and then don't write anything to go against what you said. Right? They'll just say something like, "They think this." Ha 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 ha. Cool, cool.
What do
Write
you
something
think?
else.
Like,
Write something else. Tell me why thinking that is a problem or why it's wrong. Oh, they don't have that, right? They just pander to their pony friends and think that they got a W, and then that's what they do. They all pile on because then all the other ponies come out and they're like, "Oh, let me sniff your ass. Let me go ahead and get on this tweet so I can hopefully be seen by you because I'm so desperate for your attention." And then they do that, and nobody, and all the tweets, nobody actually contradicts the actual clip. They don't have anything to say about it except say derogatory things or say stupid shit, but never actually say anything about the message or that anything being said on that clip, right? So
it's just
that's just
weird.
the clowns that exist.
It's
That's
just
what they
weird.
are. You do have the homie Yada Zach. Thank you so much for being here, homie. Thank you so much for that £2 super chat. Appreciate you. Says, tell X Vault Gaming, aka Uncle Fester, to clip this. That's
Uncle
funny. You just
Fester.
mentioned that. They won't clip this, right? They won't clip this. Or
Yeah.
they'll say, this is what they'll say. This is going to be this is the other possible new thing that you're going to hear them try to say. Oh, that we're port begging now. Look at them now, port begging. Oh, before they did, now they do. This is the get ready for all this stupid shit. I'm interested to see what they're gonna say, but this is the world that
They hated PlayStation games. Like, you know, nobody hated PlayStation games. Like, you know, I mean, it's
unless they
just
were whack,
weird.
you know what
Just
I'm
weird.
saying?
Yeah, the
So
whack games are gonna be whack games, bro. It is what it is.
exactly. You got Dave Reezy in the building with that $2 super chat. Says Timothy Dog has nowhere else left to hide. Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that where Porter Rock is going? Isn't that what he's saying on his stream? That I saw somebody earlier in the chat say that they saw his stream and they were saying, yeah, just go to Nintendo. And maybe that's the last safe haven for the console warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
That's
exclusive,
the
exclusive
box.
coppers. Oh man, yeah, it's over. It's over. The exclusivity is done. I'm so glad, bro. I'm so happy that the industry is moving this way because, like you said before, gamers won, bro. Like, imagine not having to buy 3 consoles anymore, having to buy whatever the hell you want. Instead of buying 2 consoles, now you can invest in a good PC and get to play everything. And that's it, bro. You're good. You don't have to be in any
Or
team.
console and games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can play whatever you want now. Even if you don't want to own a console or nothing, you can play everything on your phone as well too. And now, when the new update with the cloud hits, it's gonna be even better. You know, and you know, I don't know. This is good shit. I'm happy. I'm happy that I get to see opponents cry. That's that's awesome.
100%. 100%. We do have the homie Mac22TH54 with that $5, which I appreciate your homie. Says PlayStation soon will be on Game Pass. PlayStation games coming to Xbox. Game Pass. Smooth has to add a new verse. I wonder what Smooth is. This is my thing. I want to know.
Xbox.
I have it.
Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
That's wild. I wonder what I really like. I'm interested to see what like the pony bots are how they're gonna respond to this, right? I want to see their takes on this. Are they gonna try to act like they never said shit and they knew that this was gonna happen? Did they never leave, or are they going to take the L? Say, my bad for going to Xbox so hard now that the place that I thought I was gonna run to is also doing the same thing. I'm interested. I'm definitely intrigued to see where they're gonna go with it. We do have the homie Right You Are in the building, my dude. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Naughty Dog will finally make money on game sales. Oh shit. I mean, you're not wrong, right? Like they're finally gonna have a chance to have a bigger audience. That's crazy. That's real crazy. And then we got the homie Spartan661. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you for being a member for 17 months, bro. Appreciate you. It says, I wonder how many people that Nixus is hiring to help with all these ports. Do you think all PlayStation first-party devs get the Xbox development kits? Spartan, yeah, I do. I don't think this is not a Nixus joint. This is not a play on growing Nixus. I think Nixus is going to do exactly what they've been doing. They're gonna work on a game and port it over one game at a time. You know, just take older games and just start moving them over. This is a foundational shift going forward. This is PlayStation changing how they're handling PlayStation Studio games. Again, this is not a $60,000 position. They're paying the guy at the bottom of the food chain here. Right here on the screen, you can see team leadership. They already have the director, the senior manager, and the manager, who the person this, this ad is for, is going to directly report to these people, right?
No,
so
they're
they
gonna
already
report to him.
have, yeah, well, to him, and then
Or
they'll
her.
move forward. No.
So these people are going to report to that person, the new person, right? So
No, the bottom one is the
direct
manager.
reports include.
Wait. Are you team leaders? This is the team leadership.
Yeah,
Direct
these are
to
the people
develop
that
a
will
team.
report to the. Yeah.
Direct reports. Oh, so they're hiring the bigger dude.
Yeah, exactly. And these people will report to that dude, or do that. Could be a dude.
Do that. Yeah, that person. So they just, the lowest position they have is a manager position. That sounds pretty wild.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, there's a team here in place, right? It's not just one person. They're doing this for a change, right? And that's going to be the biggest thing here, right? That's going to be the thing that makes the most sense for them, is to embrace what's happening. That's what we're seeing. They're embracing the change. They are going ahead and saying that we saw Microsoft go down this road, and this road works. This road works. We see the success, and we will implement the same process, except the difference is, as you can see, Xbox didn't have to hire anybody to make this happen, right? They're just doing it, and they're taking their time. They're not rushing it, right? As much as ponies want to believe, Hargeet already spelled it out. There's plenty of games that are dropping that are not going to PlayStation and have not gone to PlayStation yet. That don't mean they won't, but it just means that Xbox doesn't necessarily have that, oh my God, this has to happen scenario, which is funny because the fact that PlayStation is going all in and investing more into hiring people to make this happen, that just proves that they know that this is the way, right? And they're following the leader, right? They're following the leader. They know Microsoft is the big dog. If it's good for Microsoft, it's good for them. That's the way they're going to move on this. And yeah, guys, with that, I had other topics that we were going to talk about, but this took all the air out of the room. Guys, what a show. Shout out to everyone who's live in the building with us, man. If you're just joining us now, go back. We got a whole show about this, man. We took them to task. This is a great time to be a gamer, bro. What a Friday night. I did get a message from my my Doodle. She had to go handle something, so she won't be back. But guys, thank you all for rocking out with us tonight. Shout out to everybody who super chat. Shout out to everybody who went ahead and gifted memberships. You guys are the shit. Thank you all so very much. Also, go ahead and join our Discord over on the bottom. You can see it there. I'll move this. Join it there. We keep the discussion going. They've been, once the news dropped, they were in there going wild. So it's definitely a fun time, worthwhile. Go ahead, join up. Guys, thank you all again for rocking with us. Shout out to the homies who are live in the building with us. Our boy, motherfucker PSP himself, the Pony Slaying Papa, Demo Flow Gaming. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man, and rocking out with us.
Hey man, thank you for having me once again. I'm glad to be back here with the gang, doing our thing, spanking ponies, having a great time talking games, and celebrating these news because I mean, ponies celebrated theirs, right? So now it's our turn. I feel like this is a good thing to celebrate because I think this is like the end of it, like for real. Like you said, like the Easter wrap is over. I think that we're gonna get less and less ponies talking down on other platforms, and we're gonna probably see better days when it comes to gaming. So I'm super excited for that. I'm happy, and I can wait to cover this news. I know the next time that I go live or whatever to my channel, new video, whatever, I'll probably drop 1 or 2 videos about it, and let's get it, man. Let's go. Have a great night. Happy Friday, y'all. Well,
Yeah,
happy
man.
Saturday. It's already Saturday, yeah.
Absolutely, man. And then, of course, shout out to the homie. You know him well. It's the wise one. It's the author, the Patriots, and the Pony Slayer, Pony Bot Tip Maker. It's our boy, Hargeet Chani, man. Thank you so much for rocking out with us, broski.
Yeah.
Let everybody know.
Yeah. So, this was a fun little episode on one topic, but it was a pretty good topic.
I think so. I think it deserved it. Deserved the
Kept
topic.
it simple.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
So, but anyways, yeah, check me out my channel, Hargy Chani One. If you want to pick up my book, if you haven't already picked it up, it's shop.chani.us. And I will be skipping with Fawns another week. They'll hopefully be back soon, but yeah, they're still in the move and getting all that all taken care of. I'll be back with Web Dave on Sunday, 7 p.m. US Eastern, and then next week with Boom on Wednesday, unless something crazy comes up. But anyways, so 7 p.m. US Eastern. And then we'll be back next Friday, and we'll see what craziness comes up again. How Xbox is dead, or can we start seeing PlayStation is dead?
I'm gonna make a thumbnail for it. I already got my picture and everything. I'm ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and hit that real good. But guys, again, thank y'all so much, man. Remember, we'll be live back again on Tuesday night for Night Quest, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely come check out that show. We'll see what the fallout looks like from now to then. What type of crying is happening? What other stuff is to be revealed? We'll definitely have a lot to talk about on next week's show. So thank you guys again for rocking out with us. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle! We're done. Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding. You're intruding.